Hey, everybody. Yes, it's me, Chelsea Bites, and today we are running Party Chat Podcast. So thank you for coming through. I see y'all in the comments talking about the direct, talking about things I haven't talked about yet. So, just give me a second. Hold on. I'm also running the stream over here too. So we have some people here on Twitch, but we also have some people here on YouTube. So if you haven't, go to Party Chat Podcast on YouTube, show them all some love, make it happen. Yeah, no, okay, fine. They'll eventually join y'all. But welcome in. How are y'all? How's your day? Yeah, I'm solo today. I hope that's enough. I hope you're good. Everybody was too good to join me today. Yeah, I know, right? What should we do? What's the punishment? What's their let's go ahead and just start making that, like, let's make that a segment. When it's a solo host, we get to start making punishments for the other hosts. Hey, see, not the elbow cob. So what is this? Oh, thank you, Jaden. Thank you. Okay, that's enough. That's the only compliment I need. Oh, look at that. We gotta look at who is this? Who is this over here? You're muted though. Like, you can't speak if you're muted. There you go.
My fault.
Hey, Goofy, what's going on?
Just now,
Yeah.
I could have sworn I heard something about that.
What?
About some punishments? No.
I did. Yeah, no, we should make up
Mm.
punishments. I'm glad you made it because we were gonna make punishments for you,
Are you on
like,
time? God damn it, you on time. That's why. See,
I'm on time. I'm
you
on
know,
time.
I'm on color people CP time. God damn it.
Right. But we're the same color, so we should be on the same timeline. We're gonna work on that one.
I didn't get the memo. My fault.
No, you're good, bro.
Nah,
Welcome
how you
in.
doing? It's good to see
I'm
you.
good. I'm good. We're
Yeah.
vibing.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
Monday.
It
We
is
got a lot
Monday.
going on Monday. You got anything for us on Mindful Monday today?
Honestly, was going stream and I was like, man, I slept in a little bit. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't do anything crazy today, but I definitely have a lot of things that I'm going through in, like, in the personal development, spiritual kind of realm. So yeah,
I feel you. Hey, sleep is
always.
the beginning. That's the start.
Yeah, I
Letting
mean,
your body
honestly,
rest.
this is random. I've been taking magnesium at night, bro.
It's not random. Okay, I have to take potassium because
Okay.
your girl I don't eat like I don't have a lot of potassium like
Yeah.
based foods in my diet. But yeah, like I'm on that iron. I do potassium.
Iron.
Iron. Okay, you heard what I said. And vitamin D. If you are melanated, you need to be taking vitamin D. Okay,
Yeah.
and you need to wear sunscreen. All right.
Yeah.
Period. Yes, you can get sunburnt. Yes, you can get
This is
skin
true.
cancer. And yes, you need more vitamin D than most. I am looking
Yeah.
at you, chat. Yeah, I'm
I'm thinking
on
they
that
Superman.
iron.
I never get skin burn or skin cancer.
Right. I'm like, ooh, baby, you about to feel that in some
Yeah,
decades.
less likely don't mean not at all. God damn it.
Ooh, they said fish oil is a good one too, Gravity.
Oh
That's good
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
great for your
omega
gut.
threes and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jaden, it is what it is. The paper bag test is pretty obvious. Hey, y'all, just wanted to say you finally saw
That's crazy.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and you've never been happy. I'm so happy. As honestly how you should leave that movie. It's a good
Mhm.
movie. It's solid. Solid. We might have picked like that last little bit apart, but it was still really good. Still really good. And I'm glad y'all, yeah, you on that iron too, Kamari? I'm happy to hear it.
On that iron.
Man, I'm sick. Okay, let's get this started in true Party Chat podcast fashion.
Yes,
So, of
sir.
course, we will be shouting out our members throughout this stream. And thank
Mhm.
you, interns, for just rolling with today. I know it's a wild day today, but we
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
y'all being so
Shout out to
flexible.
the interns in the basement working
Yes.
hard right now. They stink. It's sweaty.
Yeah, and our
Lot.
members. Y'all
Yes.
saw them up there. We appreciate you. Thank you for throwing up that banner.
Yes,
But thank you
sir.
for our members. Y'all are awesome. So today we are going to start off at the top, like real hot. But before we do, remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. And
Mhm.
thank you so much for, I guess we got to thank ourselves for being an Otaku affiliate. Like,
Yes, sir.
let's go. So definitely
Otaku
check out
Noir.
Otaku Noir. Yeah, for that collection. Go to otakunoir.com and use Party Chat at checkout so you can, get the good on your next Blurred Mystery box. So thank y'all. All right. Yeah. I mean, are the interns fed? Probably not. Did you feed them, Goofy? Because I didn't.
I think I threw some slop down there yesterday. I think they They might have had a little bit of that,
That's all
but
they have.
yeah, the
Yeah.
fork came back a little chewed. It was kind of weird, but
Oh, that they
yeah, yeah.
you
So
still
maybe a
gotta
little
teach them how
flop
to
in
use.
plastic. You know,
They
I
don't
don't
get
know.
utensils often,
Yeah, yeah, true,
you know.
true, true. They just work. They just work. Yeah.
That came in and said, "Iron urn and iron urn." And I went,
uh,
"Oh, man, they're okay." So, Goofy, how is your
yeah.
day going? Other than you being rested, mindful, do you just feel good, or is there room for improvement? I think it's
I think
good to
there's
assess.
definitely room for improvement. I'm a little anxious. You know what I'm saying? A little. I
Mhm.
think putting together the show today and then also sleeping in had me feeling a little anxious today. Feeling like that I didn't have all my marbles in the right place or whatever. Um,
Well, you
definitely
know
like
what
a
I'm happy
much
to say.
busier weekend. I'm planning a bigger stream at the end of the week that I'm trying to get some things together for.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing like a 48 uncap subathon.
Oh,
So
you working. Oh my
no,
god.
capped. I'm sorry, capped, not
Thank
uncapped.
you.
But yeah.
Important chat,
And
cap.
granted, this is my second 24-hour stream in all of streaming. Like I don't do them often, but I wanted to throw some more events in there. So I would say I'm feeling a little anxious, but I am a little elated to like be here and kind of like in the mix of doing things. I'm excited. I have some other things that I'm really trying to get into as far as like posting content more consistently again. I kind of hit a slump.
Yes.
So yeah.
No, I understand. I think the breaks are
Yeah.
important because it's like you're the only one doing it and it's like
Mm-hmm.
50 jobs. So never feel bad about the break. And you better, hey, I know you're doing that 48, but it's like a 3-day weekend at
Yeah.
least. So take the 3-day weekend,
Is it a
just
3-day weekend
ride.
this weekend?
Yeah, 4th of
What
July
was
is next weekend.
Oh, I didn't even know. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Keep up with the
I
calendar. I don't care what
yeah.
type of content I'm making. I'm doing federal breaks too. Period.
Yeah, I
They
respect
said
it.
you're
Yeah.
taking you're making major moves. Yeah, they see you in
Yeah.
the chat out here.
Okay. I'm trying my
48
best.
hours.
You know what I
That's you better
mean?
sleep. Part of that
Yeah.
better be a sleepage dream. Let
I'm
me see
definitely
what
gonna
else.
sleep. I'm not gonna stay up the whole time for sure now. I'm gonna do
Right.
like a 6-hour sleep session because ain't no way.
Good.
The last time I did it, I stayed up the entire time, and boy, I was a diva. Around hour 18, bro. I was irritable, and I think everybody saw it as like, nah, this is not it, bro. This is
I
not
did the
it, bro.
24.
Yeah.
That's the max I did. And
Yeah.
man, like you just feel like, and it's not even just a 24, like it's a 32 or a 36 because you're up
Yeah.
before that. You don't just wake up and immediately do the
Yeah. True.
stream.
True. True.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like you're sitting there, you're up for like 30 hours and you're like, bro, my brain is gone. It's melted. It's
Yeah.
coming out of my ears and my eyes and my nose right now, y'all. I don't
Yeah.
even know what you're saying. So yeah, I privileged folks get the 4-day week. Well, I'm sorry. I won't bring it up again. That was my bad. Apparently, I was wrong. You might get a 3-day, but you privileged ones get the 4-day if you know how to use your PTO. What
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
yeah.
If you're smart, yeah, you can
Yeah, if you're
finagle it.
smart. Let me see. Random question. Anyone have that feeling of anxiety when you wake up and you just suddenly have this jump because you remember something important? Like when you just get up and you're just like, ooh, it's the
Oh
day.
yeah,
Like, oh,
that happens all the time to me, actually.
that's
So,
hey. Y'all gotta get like me where I just get up and I'm like, it is what it is. And I just push that off to the next day. I think I manifest that by just sleeping in
yeah,
more. I'm like, I'll just wait until the last minute to do it. The
yeah.
very last minute. Yeah. Yeah. Tuesday. Tuesday. That's our 4th of July celebration. Okay. Okay. Speaking of streaming and your
Hey.
48 hours and just all the changes we've had on Twitch, at the top,
Whew.
we're going to talk about a little bit of the streamer drama that y'all might not have known about. Yes.
Oh,
Pokimane, Hassan, Avi, XQC, Aiden Roth. It's just,
what is
y'all,
going on
okay.
now? What is happening
So
here?
let's talk about it. So you know about I'm gonna educate a little bit from what I know from my perspective
Yeah, yeah,
from just streaming infrastructure, not like Twitch, like streaming services
yeah.
and what Amazon plays in that role. I'm sure somebody is way better with the terms than I am.
Mm.
But XQC, Hassan Abi, and Pokimane, they got on a live one day for a couple of hours. Yes, it is on YouTube. You can watch the full two and a
Really?
half.
I didn't even know about
Right.
this. Yeah,
Right. Yeah. They just debated on why they wouldn't stream on Kick and why Kick is such a bad platform.
yeah,
Now, I know one of the notes was that Pokimane came out and was like, oh, yeah, whenever somebody streams on Kick, it makes Twitch money. So it's just really dumb to go on Kick and stream
yeah.
there because you're helping Twitch anyway. that's not exactly true.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
there was a whole bunch of other like foul things. I had a whole list. Let me see. Note from XQC,
I know that
Pokimane
to that
debate.
point
Yeah.
that Amazon
Yeah.
leases out the back end of Twitch to other people. So that's basically what they're doing
Yes.
with Stake. And I mean, obviously, like in a capitalist system, you know what I mean? If you're going to compete with another company in the market, like you can't pay, double, triple the rate of your base cost services, and then on top of that compete with them. So like obviously we're assuming that Twitch is getting a discount because that's their parent company, to use the back end of Twitch or whatever, AWS or IWS, whatever it's called. I forget.
No, you were AWS. That's
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
right. Amazon
yeah.
Web Services,
Yeah, yeah. So
I believe.
basically, yeah. So Kick is like already operating at a loss. And I mean, which is, I mean, at the end of the day, like I don't know what their profit funnel. I just saw an interview with the Kick guy, and he was saying that they weren't going to show casino ads or
Yeah.
gambling ads on Kick,
Mhm.
which is a little alarming to me because I'm like, well, how are y'all making this money back? You know what I mean? Because it just seems like a huge money dump. If not, so
Exactly.
yeah,
So
which
for
is kind of
everybody in
risky.
chat,
Yeah,
yeah, it absolutely is, and I'm glad you brought that up. So I saw somebody in chat say, "Kick, the messenger?" No, Kick is a streaming site.
yeah.
So already it looks like they literally ripped it from Twitch and they just
Mm,
painted it green. Like if you
mhm.
look at the literal UI of Kick, it
Yeah.
looks like Twitch, just green. But on top of that, any website that's using the same infrastructure as Twitch, like Goofy said, I mean, they get discounts because they are an Amazon owned property. Like that's one of their
Mhm.
entities. So of course it's going to cost them less to use AWS. But of course, Amazon would not have an issue with Kick because them using their services is them paying Amazon. So it doesn't
Yeah.
pay Twitch per se, but it definitely pays Amazon, and Amazon's definitely not going to complain about that. So
Yeah.
that was like the first thing. I saw somebody said they watched it live and they were like really frustrated listening to it. But
Mm.
just already you should know, do not take the opinion of any 0.001% streamer.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they don't know your struggle. Like a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff that they discussed, it was really just petty. Like, I was
Mhm.
listening to her and some of them, I was like, they came on. If you listen to like the beginning of it, like you could tell they
We're talking
all
about
had beef.
we're talking about Pokemon Hassan and
Yeah, yeah, them.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Those three, you could tell they had beef. And it was just like, so what are we really doing here? Are we just here watching y'all just stroke each
What are they
other's?
mad at exactly? I mean, competition is better for smaller streamers. End of the
You're
day, you
absolute
know what I mean?
that part. Like I have
Yeah.
issues with Kick. So Kick is based off of a company called Stake, which heavily pulls on like gambling, y'all. So
Mhm.
they've been signing over contracts. Like apparently XQC got like millions of dollars.
100 million to be exact. Yeah.
100 million exact. He
Yeah.
said on the live, he actually got more than that. But
Mm.
yeah, like
That's crazy.
you don't pull out $100 million. Isn't that more than LeBron?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
His LeBron's multi-year extension was like 97 million, I think.
Who is paying $100 million to streamers to go
It's
and
crazy.
stream on their platform? Like Microsoft, who has billions, way more than Stake, wasn't doing that. That's not a
Yeah.
sustainable. That's why when I hear these deals, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I think so. So goofy. The tone I got from this stream, people say
Mhm.
Pokimane be watching people's pockets, so that's why she
Mm.
kind of a little angry, a little bit. She
Mm.
just don't like the fact that somebody's getting paid more than
And
her. That's like the
did it reflect that in the
they said,
because
yeah, no,
XQC
in
was
the
there, right?
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comments, they were like, why she always talk about money? Like she always show up when there's money involved. She be pocket
Yeah.
watch. So that seems to be the she said that she wouldn't join Kick because of morals. I don't know what her morals are. I do know
Mhm.
that Kick is not funded by people or backed by people who are for black people.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you know that and you still go, then that's just you getting the coin. I get that. I
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah.
But as long as you know, because they do not care. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what morals she's talking about. Let me
Yeah.
let me scroll through some of
I
these
think
notes.
the
Mhm.
presumed understanding is that Kick is, I mean, even though the guy said it wasn't going to be used to funnel to gambling, that Kick is using Kick as a marketing scheme to get more people to become gamblers, which obviously is like a huge addiction, etc. So that's kind of been, I think, a lot of the preluding conversation around Kick and what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like you might be like exposing your viewers to potential gambling addictions.
Exactly. Yes.
You
That's a
know,
moral I
yeah.
could totally see that. I think Kick was literally made for that. Some people started getting to those arguments where like Aiden Ross was the reason why Kick wouldn't succeed and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Like he was literally one of the first creators I think to go over there because you could gamble and you could do whatever you wanted. And there was a lot of mess that he actually got into. It wasn't even just the gambling. Like he showed some
Yeah.
uh, you saw that tweet where
Yeah.
he had
I saw.
shown some really
Unfortunately, I know all about it.
graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? Unfortunately, a while back, y'all, I really think he didn't get enough enough consequences for this, but he showed off some graphic material to underage people in his platform live
Hmm.
on Kick. And it's like there were no repercussions for that. I don't even know if he got like suspended, banned. Like he got
Yeah, he's a
nothing.
brand risk for sure.
Yeah, he
Like,
is.
and, among
Yeah.
other things. Yeah.
Yeah. It was wild. I
Even the
mean, that's
guy
the kind of
who,
stuff. Yeah.
even the guy Trainwrecks who like doesn't like Hassan and Pokey, and he
Mhm.
hates them. But even
Mhm.
he says Aiden, his recent activity is just really fucking dumb. You know what I mean? Excuse my
Yeah.
language. Yeah.
He is unhinged. I saw the 90-10 split. I mean, you see Twitch is over here popping off with all the news and changes they've had for us streamers, like people with the 70-30 and 350 subs, making people feel like they have a chance. I know YouTube just dropped I think they just dropped some of their partner requirements to 3,000 hours and 500 subs this time.
Correct. Yeah.
Is so many platform shifts. Here,
Yeah.
let me hit on this quote. So,
Yeah.
this was quoted from the live stream. Apparently, in the live stream, Pokimane addressed the possibility of joining Kick in exchange for $10 million. However, she implied she would not be willing to compromise her personal principles in order to join the website. She said, quote unquote, nope. No, it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money? And then in response to that, XQC promptly expressed dissatisfaction, highlighting that Amazon has been involved in questionable deals, which he rightfully so should have brought up because he's
Yeah.
basically saying, like, I mean, yeah, Kick's not great, but Amazon ain't great. Like Amazon, or let's say even just Twitch. Twitch is the same platform where that guy from Twitch staff had folders of all those women and had used AI to go and shop their faces onto other graphical, like,
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
you didn't
I
see
didn't hear
that?
about that. No.
Yo, like
Well, not from a Twitch staff. I've heard some drama about people like streamers like getting into that.
It was ex Twitch staff, but he
Uh,
knew them when they worked together. So
uh,
imagine your previous coworker who you had seen in person, had
yeah,
talked to, whether it be like in person at meetings or online face to faces, had a
yeah,
folder of you, and it went and made a picture folder of you in like all of these little poses, and it was sick. It was
yeah. That's
absolutely
pretty
sick.
fucking disgusting. Yeah.
Right. And so like I think there's like some validity in that, like that turnaround. Like, yeah, we're gambling. Yeah,
Mhm.
we have a really volatile streamer, several volatile streamers, but like that's pretty sick too. So are we really playing that game of like, oh, well, I'm too moral to join like Kick? Because if it's
Mhm.
really down to morals, then we have to look at ourselves too. Like Twitch
Yeah.
is not, it's not some squeaky clean, shiny platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they said that, he said, quote unquote, how about we talk about the Amazon and the DraftKings deal? How about we talk about that? Or can we talk about her close friends that took ACR poker deals? Or could we talk about her other close friends that took stake deals that gambled on a day? Oh, so he cut for her, actually.
Mm.
Yo, okay. Yeah. Cause I mean, is gambling only okay when Twitch is able to get a cut?
A good point.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
mm.
good point.
Yeah. So it's y'all, there are 2 hours worth of this. I don't recommend you go through it. Find the cliff
Mhm.
notes. Honestly, it'll
Yeah.
rot your brain.
Yeah, literally.
but but it is an interesting like perspective of what these platforms are today. Like when we're looking for an alternative, like look at what we get. We get Kick because we
Mhm.
know the Facebook creators program did not work out.
Oh,
Like it
man.
just right.
Yeah.
Man, it just didn't. And then TikTok is starting to get there, but it's still not there. Like it's something. It's a
Yeah.
good it's like you have to do both. You have to stream on Twitch and you have to stream on TikTok.
Yeah.
And more than that. So, yeah, that was just to jump in. There's a lot of drama on this. I think they even brought Valkyrie into it. I don't know if y'all know who Valkyrie is, but
Yeah, I haven't
yeah.
heard about her in a while. She's on YouTube now exclusively, right?
Yeah, she is. She's trying
Mm.
to stay away from the drama. Hold on,
I
let
don't
me
blame
see.
her. My head hurt
Right?
thinking about it, you know what I mean? It's just like, bruh.
I'm horrible. I live in this.
Me
I'm like,
too,
this is
unfortunately, bro. Like, I be on Twitter, bro, I be scrolling, I'm like, bruh, why am I like I don't know, it's too
yeah.
much.
I
You know,
mean, it's
social media
good.
doesn't
I feel like I'm just happy to be informed, Like I just like to know it. She does not go. Yeah, she is trying KJ. Yeah, she is. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss any comments from y'all. It's wild how people were mad about Twitch having gambling and that shift of gambling opinion over the years. I know a former Twitch staff who was very anti. Hey, Dio, good to see you. Yeah.
Mm,
Aiden has left Twitch. It's been a long time since he's been on Twitch. Um, oh yeah, the Twitch. I'll bring that up another time. Twitch has been doing some weird stuff lately. I feel like they've been actually kind of attacking the 1%, the 0.001% recently, but we'll discuss
mhm.
that another time. The drama is unnecessary. So, but through all the drama, y'all see how these platforms move. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like how it really works. Why Twitch wouldn't try to squash something like Kick because they're not going to get the support from Amazon.
yeah,
Ultimately, it's all to feed that parent company, all
yeah.
of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was right off the top. Man. I mean, we could chew it some more. I mean, any major company owned by wealthy white folk is corrupt. No, you're not biased. I feel like a lot of companies are, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
I
that's the nature
applaud
of
you,
the
Chelsea,
game.
for
When you
this
put
kind of news.
profit at the center of your society, it's like people are going to do whatever it takes to get profit, and and
Hmm.
they're going to even try their best to get outside of regulation that stops them from chasing profit. So it's just yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Ultimately, anywhere money is gonna corrupt absolutely. But yeah, that's some news. I would love for y'all to I'll share some articles in the PCP Discord so y'all can chew that further at your own risk because it is brain rot. But yeah, the top streamers are really unserious and I don't think they really understand what like the changes Twitch are making or what Kick is doing has on actual or most streamers. I won't even say actual, most streamers.
Mhm.
So besides that, we also got to talk about Chelsea, the friend we go to for the tea. Yes. Yes. Me and Goofy, when they aren't on, me and Goofy have the tea. I'm so serious. We're going to talk about the drama.
Uh,
Can we talk about OceanGate real quick? But
Can we?
respectfully,
Oh my God! Yes,
respectfully,
Ocean Gate.
yes. Oh
For
my
those who don't know,
lord.
Ocean Gate is the very sketchy thing that the billionaires decided to do with their free money or their money, I guess.
Hmm.
$250,000. You can go down to see the Titanic. I think it's about 13 miles down.
Miles?
Yeah,
Was
I
it
think so.
miles?
I
It
think
felt like it was forever. Every time I saw one of those graphics, it felt like it was a million miles down.
yeah.
Like, maybe it's
So
because I didn't want to get in the water, but was it 13 miles, y'all? Let
I'm
us
pretty
know.
sure, but I could be wrong. Honestly, I know it's pretty far down, far enough to
I
make it
don't know.
really hard to get down there. So they needed a special vehicle, and one of these billionaire CEO guys decided to make his own out of carbon fiber, which had not been regulated. On the trip, there were like a couple other billionaires who paid $250,000 per person to go down here and see the Titanic, not even through a window, but on a screen, y'all. On a screen.
What?
They didn't even get a window seat, which is
Oh
crazy.
my God. Are you serious? I
Yes.
didn't know it wasn't. So somebody said they learned. So it was 13. I think somebody said 13,000 feet, and they learned more about
Oh.
submarines in the last 2 weeks than they have in their whole life.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I see
because
you, Clev.
submarine Twitter got on it. And they was
They
like, "Are we gonna
did.
educate some people?" You know what I mean? Because
Right.
it's been done before many times. James Cameron was also a person who had had gone down there as well to see some things. And if you look at the sophistication between his vehicle,
Yes.
and he only had like a little ball of space to sit in. Like he was like hunched like this, knees to chin the whole time. And the other cabin was like very large, you know what I mean? And also made out of
Exactly.
carbon fiber. So like obviously two different vehicles. He had a Logic, or what they say was was a Mad
A
Catz
Logitech.
controller.
Oh my god, a Mad Cat.
You
It
know the
was
controller
sick.
you give your friend when you come
Yes.
over to the house, and you like, here, bro, you play
You
her
can
too.
have
Here's this,
that one.
yeah,
Mhm.
got all them damn colors on it and shit. So
Right.
that's the controller he was using to navigate the thing. And then, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard the rest. We were looking for them. We couldn't find them. We
Mhm.
didn't know what happened. Um,
Y'all, they gone.
yeah,
They
yeah,
gone.
yeah,
Yeah, they gone. Somebody in my chat, Teddy Head, said there's no windows that I know of that are strong enough to resist the pressure at the bottom of the ocean. One little hole in that, and they would have been squished like a tin. Well, they were without the
yeah,
window,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
I think there are like is that the word portcullis or something like that? There is a way I thought that you could view out of a submarine, but the James Cameron one, wasn't it like a full, like, kinda like not glass, but like a full translucent, like,
No,
submarine? Or
no,
was it
not
solid?
no. I think
Okay.
most of it was like very solid,
It was
solid.
solid?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think there
My
might have been
brain
some
went
part
elsewhere.
of it that was able to be seen easily. I don't know if it was via camera or a window.
Mhm.
But something
Yeah,
like
let me
that was
find
able.
out.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Ray. He said he doesn't know about the windows,
yeah,
sustain and it didn't matter because they
yeah.
the ultimate part of this is you've seen a big divide in sentiment. So you got people
Sentiment,
who
yeah.
feel bad and you got people who don't.
And the
It's mostly
memes in
yeah,
between.
and the memes. Exactly. I think what people like when you hear that they paid 250 and they were told that it was dangerous
Yeah,
and it was pretty precarious, I think that's when a lot of people lost sympathy because it's like, well, why would you're a billionaire,
yeah,
but you couldn't like, what are you doing? Why? Like,
yeah.
it's just why, and I
Just didn't
felt
seem like a very smart thing to do.
right.
Didn't
Stupid games
really.
win stupid prizes,
Yeah, just like, yeah, man. Just like,
right?
yeah,
The one thing that I'll say I'll feel bad about is the kid, because the kid
yeah,
didn't even wanna go.
yeah.
Like, apparently the kid was just really nervous, really anxious about it.
Mhm.
And he only went because his dad, well, we are getting this from the word of his aunt, so we really don't know the actual truth, but
Yeah,
like, your dad puts you in that situation, it's not your fault. So yeah,
yeah.
I do feel bad for the kid, but otherwise, man, sucks to suck, I guess,
Yeah.
you know.
During the same time that it happened, there was a boat of like 750 migrants,
Right.
that also didn't get the same amount of coverage, didn't wasn't really looked for the same way, and
At
you can
all.
see an obvious disparity in how that was treated. I think it was I saw a quote, and don't quote me. I saw it on Twitter that they spent about $6.5 trillion or $1 million looking for the submarine and stuff like that.
Oh my god, they did.
Yeah, even though it had already imploded and we were speculating like, "Oh," you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So
they
it's
were
just
already.
interesting, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's probably taxpayer money if it was like any type of military, equipment that was, being used for the search or stuff like that. And I just find it interesting, like for anybody who was offended by, the lack of empathy thereof,
Right.
billionaires. I mean, like, fine, sure, be upset,
Be
but like,
mad.
don't let your empathy stop there. Like, okay, so like go
Exactly.
ask yourself like what would have to what conditions would have to happen for the entire working class of a nation not care about billionaires dying? Like, do you think that just happens, or do you think that maybe we live in a system that is constantly stepping on the boots of the necks of the working class, and nobody cares about us? They didn't care about the migrants. They don't care about the billionaires who are masterful labor exploiters taking advantage of human beings for their own wealth. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's what.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. No,
So my thing
1,000.
is just like be consistent. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna
Because
like, because I see the same people that were like, oh, this is so wrong. This blah 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 are the same people who are like, bro. Y'all, don't you tell poor people in poverty and cycles of poverty and systemic poverty to pull themselves up by the bootstraps?
Precisely.
Y'all the same folks saying that? Like
Same
y'all ain't
folks.
got no empathy for that. Y'all be like, it's their fault. You
Have the
know,
baby,
it's a
but
choice. They make
you
bad
know,
choices. You know what I'm saying? But all
have
of a
the
sudden,
baby, but
you got
no
sympathy for the
welfare for
billionaires'
you.
choices. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. We're supporting the
interesting.
billionaires' kids, but not yours, you
Yeah,
welfare queen. Yeah, I
yeah,
1,000% agree. 1,000% I felt
yeah,
way more horrible for those people
yeah,
on this boat. And they saw them. Like that was what was killing me. It wasn't like
yeah,
they were lost. They found them, but they just sat
yeah,
there and just let like nothing. We couldn't save none of
yeah,
none, because I could
yeah,
understand a situation where, oh crap, they're going down fast and we don't have the supplies right now to grab as all of them. Like,
yeah,
let's get some, but all of them gone.
yeah,
All of them. That makes
yeah.
no sense,
I saw a
y'all.
video that said
None.
that Greece or whatever was like that had military ships, and there's video evidence supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Take it with a grain of
Uh-huh.
salt. They saw the ship going down, and it did nothing at all.
That's what
Yeah,
yes, that's
it's
the
just
rumors I've been hearing.
yeah,
We're we working on, y'all,
yeah.
we
The
just
memes though, the memes though.
exactly. The fact that they were there,
Yeah,
right? Ridiculous. I'm reading chat real quick, y'all, because I like to read chat.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't help myself. People were betting on if they would be I did see the bets. I did see the ocean.
yeah,
And no, I saw somebody say I thought Ocean Gate was like the title, like Watergate, or no, that's actually the company's name.
yeah,
Yeah, they were making bets on whether they had lived or died. Like there was money being put down. The
yeah,
memes were ridiculous. I cannot lie. I did laugh. Whether I'm
yeah.
going to HE double hockey sticks or not, you can decide. Bet on that. But yeah, I think we need to think from every perspective of the situation. Is when we focus on one thing, it just turns out to be a kerfuffle. In other words, open minded and get news. That's absolutely. That's why I'm
Hmm.
saying all the other stuff is spectacle, but we know for a fact that we spent more energy over those 4 or 5 billionaires than the 700 plus people on that boat. And
Yep,
that's what's wrong with us. That's what's wrong with us.
yep,
Stay away from the water, like that boy who I saw that the boy who jumped off the boat on a dare, ridiculous. The other girl, I remember the girl who she was in a very dire situation with her boyfriend and they found her dead. Yeah, this is the same energy as that when they were spending days looking for these people. Now that was different. That was so different. And that was just a comment in the chat.
hmm,
But yeah, y'all. That was we are the human race is very confusing. You were
yeah. Very
absolutely right.
inconsistent for sure. And
Right.
it's very interesting, where those lines of inconsistency always tend to favor those in power rather than those without. So
You know what I like? They said in
yeah,
my chat, only rich lives matter. And that is fact. That's it, y'all. I feel like that's absolutely
you
right,
said it.
Max.
I mean, you said it first. Yeah, to be
Yeah,
honest, end of the
that's
day.
real. Mm, mm, mm. Dang. I'm doing great. Yeah, we running through these. Look at that. I love it. I guess we got to talk about our TV shows now.
Yes,
So
sir.
let me pull this up real quick. What we got for our TV shows?
We have Marvel and
Ooh,
Netflix
mhm.
are not planning any panels at Comic Con.
They're skipping
Mm,
SDCC this year?
mm,
Wow. What is do you think they're getting hip to the whole like how we just had like 50 directs in 2 weeks?
yeah.
Do you think they're going to start doing that cuz that would
That's a
I
good
don't have
question. I'm
time.
interested in to see why. Let me check out this article though. Like, can we pull that up, intern? Do we have an
Yeah, let's pull
article?
up this
Yeah.
article. The Comic-Con crisis. Marvel, Netflix, Sony, HBO, and Universal to skip SDCC as Fest
Mm.
faces another existential threat.
What's
So
going on?
can
Ain't they making money
I
from
didn't
streaming?
know.
I feel
I
like they
was
gotta
going
be making money from streaming, bro. They
right.
acting
I
like
was
they
going. I
broke.
don't know what could. I don't know. You gotta wait for that ad. Give it a second. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was going this year. Last year was my first one, and it seemed great. So they're saying after Majors and Huerta, Marvel probably doesn't want to talk to nobody right now. That's fact. Oh, the
Mm.
strikes. That's
The
very,
strikes.
very
Yeah.
true, Manny.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank you so much
And
for
then
the love,
also
Phantom.
the
Mm-hmm.
villain from Black Panther is going through some stuff right now. Maybe they want to avoid conversations around that, but it's probably the strikes, honestly.
Wait. Who?
You didn't hear about
Oh,
the
Teno
villains from?
Puerta.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I think you just said it,
He
but yeah, yeah, yeah,
absolutely is. No, you're right, you're right.
yeah,
I was like, "Not the person that I like. Wait a minute."
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I heard that he had, so however you feel, and I just wanted, this is my sidebar then, because maybe this is a reason why Marvel isn't talking to people right now, and then we'll go through
Mhm.
that article. I know however you feel about Majors and however you feel about Huerta, however you feel about X, Y, and Z, it doesn't matter when it comes to business.
Eesh.
Bad business is bad business. I know we
Yeah.
always say that there's no such thing as bad press, but when it comes to safe, like brand, family safe brands, Chelsea, family safe brands like this, then yes, bad press is bad press. So it doesn't matter if it's true. It's it's tanking it for them. Like they are going to be under 30 microscopes. Now, I know for Jonathan's case, there's been visual evidence that's been coming out that may prove his innocence. I'm very much the person who doesn't hop on anything until it's in trial. There's been a
Wow.
judge.
Yeah.
I know that judges don't always seem right. Do I trust the court of law? No, I don't. But when I look at the evidence, when I see the proceedings, that at least helps me form my opinion. So I just recommend people don't hop on everything. You know what I mean? Now I'm always gonna be a person that's like, believe her,
Yeah.
because personally in the Jonathan Majors story, the
Mm.
worst that could have happened was we didn't believe this woman and she was actually being beat on. Like
Yeah.
personally in my mind. Like even if Jonathan Majors' career would have been like ruined from this, right? He's gonna be fine. Have y'all seen? I mean, yeah, Andrew Tate's in jail right now, but that's because he was doing illegal stuff.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate would have been fine if he would have just not been a horrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bad he
Horrible
had a
opinions.
bad person. He had
Yeah.
horrible opinions and he was a bad person, but there's unfortunately a market for that. And he'd have
Yeah.
been fine if he wasn't doing illegal stuff. I'm glad he got on, he had his downfall.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Jonathan Majors will be fine. We care about people's personal safety over people's careers. But
100%.
I also feel for the side of like, oh yeah, I mean, how do you trust people? Like, how do you trust your own partners? Like, how you not know that, somebody's a gold digger or somebody's just out to get your coin or just to slander you? I understand the distrust. So, like, it's not like I don't get both sides, but I'ma always lead to the side that doesn't involve harm.
100%. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? If you're gonna be
100%.
biased to anything, be biased to the person who has,
Mhm.
huge level of a system that is, trying to silence people's voices like that. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Precisely. Mhm.
like if I'm up on my bias anywhere, that's where it's gonna go,
Right.
So
Yeah, yeah,
at the very least, I'll be doing the most least harm. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I mean,
Yeah.
it already went wrong,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's already bad. It's
Mhm.
already a sad situation where there is a domestic violence
Yeah.
case out there, and we really don't know the truth. So,
Yeah.
already some of the worst things have come. So, yeah, you can only do your best from here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this whole time, I still haven't, like, it's not like I don't know how people feel, like, personally attached to stuff like this.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at Jonathan Majors any differently. I'm not sitting here like, "This guy is such a horrible man." But, like,
Yeah.
I know he's ugh, man, I'll go back to even Will Smith, like, how everybody treated Will Smith back when he had his moment and, slap Chris Rock. Like, there's so much reactive or reaction. Like, I know, he did it. Will Smith did it, but then, all the different people that hopped in, "Well, he was right. He's wrong. Oh my god, I was so
Yeah.
traumatized." Yeah, it was just a lot
Brother.
of reaction.
That was just
Right.
I mean, these are 2 rich men
Yeah.
having a physical
And
altercation. They gonna be fine,
right.
okay? You
Yeah,
know what I
let them
mean? And
handle their business. But yeah, yeah, exactly. Not
yeah,
defending that, but
yeah.
speaking wait. But generally speaking, what determines bad opinion? I'm reading someone's comment. Uh
Mm,
oh, well, Infinite, it's not even about, let's be clear about Andrew Tate. The man was put in jail in Romania because he was a part of a trafficking ring.
yeah,
So it's not about like his opinions. He was doing illegal things and he is a monster. He went to
yeah,
court and everything.
yeah. He
Unfortunately,
was
I think,
doing actual, like,
yeah,
human trafficking techniques, like, called the Romeo method, where you're seducing women into pretending that your boyfriend only to, subdue them into having them do sexual work and then
Oh my
exploiting that. You know what I mean? And he even talked about it on his site. He talked about how this is how to do it, et cetera, et cetera, et
yeah.
cetera. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Like, he's just an awful person in general, and thank you, Goofy,
yeah,
for being so clear on that.
yeah. No problem.
Oh, and Jada did get more hate than Will did. You
Yeah,
right, you
which
right.
is
But we'll
crazy.
talk about that. It is
Yeah,
crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But we'll move on. We're gonna bring all of that controversy right back to this. How does this relate to San Diego Comic-Con?
yeah,
So apparently, for 2 years, the biggest and I'm gonna read this because I know the text is kinda
yeah.
small for you.
I
Uh
kind of read it over a little bit. If you want me to go over the
oh, you
clip
did?
notes a little bit, yeah,
Excellent.
yeah,
Cool. The biggest convention, placing Comic-Con International, the nonprofit organization that runs SDCC, under unprecedented financial strain. So last year, SDCC came roaring back with a masked and vaccinated convention, which I loved because that was the first one I went to, and I was very happy to see that. So this year, which is scheduled to start July 19th, less than a month away, is increasingly likely to have none of those panels, which they're talking about Star Trek, House of the Dragon, The Walking Dead. So, I mean, here we go. So that means amid the uncertainty, several studios have preemptively nixed plans for a robust presence at SDCC this year. Disney and its subsidiaries, Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm, are not planning any panels, cutting off the chance to showcase the Marvels, Loki, season 2, Ahsoka, and Haunted Mansion, which looks sick, by the way. Yeah, and of course, when we're talking about True Detective season 4 and House of the Dragon season 2, which is still in production, there's nothing there. And Sony's not even going to be there with Gran Turismo and Craven the Hunt. Oh yeah, I watched the Craven the Hunter trailer. I need to know your opinions about that if you have or
yeah.
have you
I
seen it?
have seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
Excellent. Let me finish through this and then we can talk about that because
yeah.
I haven't read Craven, so I'm wondering if I'm coming at this off base. But so yeah, I think our what we got from this what we got from just this development is SDCC going the
Mm.
route of E3, like literally. Where do
It looks like
Comic-Con
it. It looks like it, honestly.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know
Mhm.
how I feel about that because I do love these kind of events where we can have this kind of fan enrichment. But if you have like Netflix events like to them, having their own little things and they were doing it all there. I think that you can definitely see that, mirroring to like PlayStation and Sony having their own events, weekly updates about what's going on, and I can, I don't know if that's really good for the culture as much because I do think these,
Yeah.
this fan stuff is like really like fan panels and stuff like that is like really big as far as like reaching out to the audience. And it's just a way more like engaging way to do things, So they might be using the actor strike, and they
Yes.
even NBC literally says in this article that NBC is not going to show up because of the actor strike, because obviously how
Yes.
you gonna hold a panel with no actors? You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
so like they not having it.
Precisely.
So they might just be using this as an opportunity to shift away from that so they can go all digital.
I
Which
agree. I could see that.
I don't think it's to the benefit of the community personally.
It's not. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I like we can appreciate to dumb for what it is because it's
Yeah.
like a Netflix branded thing. But I it's already really weird that we have something like to dumb. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like we've done it for games for so long. I had never really thought about it for like we have the DC Superdome now.
Yeah.
And it feels like these things kind of came out of nowhere
Yeah.
after they got hip to streaming. So
Hmm.
we have all these fan events and this community building, and it's all super like polarizing and separate. And all I can think is, wow, I have to schedule a whole bunch of different days to sit up and watch for like 2 hours of all these reveals and events when it all could have been like over a couple of days.
Hmm.
Like it really like for me, I know we're still gonna have that amount of content, but
Yeah.
it would be so much easier if it was all in one spot.
Yeah.
Like, I know this year when I had to track down the Summer Game Fest and then Ubisoft Forward and then the Xbox, showcase, and then I had to do the PlayStation showcase or whatever they call it way back when. That one came out first. And then there's the nobody really watches it, the PC games, like, showcase, which was every single one of these was, like, 2 hours long.
Wow, that's
And
crazy.
Right. And
Yeah.
for God forbid you don't like schedule and catch it when it's live. Because I had to, I was trying to watch them back to back, which was insane. And I
Yeah.
still have to do the VR showcase. And I think the Nintendo Direct just happened. Like, and at least theirs is like 40 minutes. Theirs is quick
Yeah.
because they're like nostalgia, 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 done. Like they
Literally.
right. Like it's literally it. So I got the quote from here. SDCC may look in the wake of an actor strike, but does make clear the organizers expect to go on with the event regardless. Quote, with regard to the strike and its possible effects on Comic-Con, we tend to refrain from speculation or forecasting. I will say our hope is for a speedy resolution that will prove beneficial to all parties and allow everyone to continue the work they love. Until then, we continue to diligently work on our summer event in hopes of making it fun, educational, and celebratory, as in years past. So, I saw earlier that somebody said that companies get too big and they don't need these conventions anymore. Like they don't need to be
Hmm.
there, which I agree for games, right? I personally feel like Comic Con is a weird, maybe this is just an outside in thing, but Comic Con's a weird spot because it started as a comic book convention.
Yeah.
And then suddenly shows started getting attached to it. And then like everything pop culture, like they have role playing there, like D&D stuff and game. Like there's a whole bunch of different things at Comic Con. So it's weird because it started with just comics and
Yeah.
then it just boom. It's not even really about comics anymore.
It's about
So
everything
maybe
media based, pretty much.
exactly. I
So
agree. Yeah, like it's maybe we'll see a Comic-Con that's just about comics for once. That'd be kind of nuts. Get back
yeah.
to its roots. Maybe they want to get back to just comics? No, right. They don't want that. There's money. There's money
Yeah, it's man on
elsewhere.
table, yeah.
Yeah, they
And me
can't just do
yeah.
comics now. Uh-huh.
Yeah, me personally, I feel like I feel like the events are better. Like even for gaming, like having Summer's Game Fest to kind of tie everything together was nice. I don't want to have to check
Yes.
all the time for random updates on random things. You know what I mean? Like maybe a little bit, but like you said, hunting down these little, random, sporadic, unannounced, showcases randomly throughout the year. I just don't think it's very like cool. I don't,
Let's talk about it.
and it's not as fun and or as exciting as having like a summer game fest. Oh my god, it's like a whole thing. You know what I mean? And you spend
Exactly.
X amount of time looking at this kind of stuff, and now I'm excited.
Oh my god. Y'all, I thought it was me. It was him. So yeah, no, I agree with Goofy. While we get him back, I promise you, I didn't delete him. But yeah, I
Yeah, I think
agree.
Netflix just pulled me out of this
They
motherfucker for a
really
second. I
did,
was like, I had a Netflix tab open. Let me go ahead and
right?
close that. They probably listening to me right now.
Right?
So this
They
is why
were
y'all got to be
like,
careful, man. These
"Shut up!
companies be spying, bro. I'm sure. But yeah.
You got us. You got all of us on guard." I promise you, I paused for like 5 seconds. I was like, "He just stopped. Did I break something?"
I got
Yeah, no, they're
abducted.
they're watching. You got chat sweating now. Yeah, no, can we put this article away? Let's put this away because I want to
This
speak on that
haunted article.
so heavy. Thank you.
But I do want
Let's
to
talk
ask chat
about it.
really quick. I want to ask chat,
Yes.
do you guys prefer having like, these events, our panels or information tied to these bigger events like San Diego Comic Con having all these trailers, actor stuff happening, and then E3 having all this stuff all together, hacking Summer Games Fest, all combined together? Or would you guys prefer like the little Netflix to dumb, if HBO did its own thing per every year, Peacock, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Would you guys prefer that?
Yeah. What floats your boat? Because I saw some like like it makes sense to me for like Devolver Digital to take their own creative like flavor because you can't do that. I
Hmm.
do still think it could fit in its own segment, a part of E3.
Yeah,
So I feel very much it's its own show. So
yeah,
I understand everybody having their own segments.
yeah.
But like
Definitely
when
segments, yeah, but not yeah,
right,
events.
exactly. Like I saw an indie studio that I had never heard of before. Maybe it's because I was under a rock, but they
Mm,
have like a whole like did like a forward day
yeah,
dedicated. And I'm like, who are you? You
yeah,
made like two games. Why are we going to this like hour-long showcase to talk about what? And
yeah,
it feels like a waste of time, you know? Like maybe they're doing it to pump numbers, views, so they can get the portfolio, so they can get the funding for their next project. Sure, whatever they're trying to do. But I feel like it was much more of a use of my time to get on in 2018, CE3 was going for like, several days, and I could expect for that week to get all the updates that I needed. Cuz
Mm-hmm.
this is where I thought that maybe I was being too OD about the whole segmented thing where,
Yeah.
everybody can have their own segment. But after I watched the Capcom update, and yeah, Capcom had just dropped some of the biggest games this year. They had dropped Street Fighter, Resident Evil 4. Like they
Mm-hmm.
had, and my chat can attest to this. We had watched that whole thing, and the whole thing really could have been an email. They pushed Exoprimal, they pushed more Mega Man, and they pushed some other stuff that, like it wasn't exciting. Like it was like, okay, that's cool. I guess. I guess since y'all dropped some games, it's fine. You don't have to do anything. You just had to update us, I guess. But I
Yeah.
went to the Xbox showcase, and there was a Capcom game
Mm.
there, and it was completely new. Like you didn't see it in their Capcom, like their actual Capcom showcase at all. And I'm like, why? And it was a cool looking game. And I'm like, why would you put the best game that you had that day or that week? Why would you give it to Xbox to
Yeah.
show off and not have it for your own show? I felt like
Mm-hmm.
I had been bamboozled.
Yeah.
I was like, I would have showed up. I was mad, Doc. I was, because I feel like I would have showed up for something like that. And now I
Yeah.
feel like I have to watch all of these giant showcases just to catch those little spots in
Yeah.
between from other developers, companies, publishers that I might miss because they don't
Yeah.
even know how to use their own showcases. It
Yeah.
was it was really irritating. I
Yeah.
get
That's
Nintendo gets
messy
away
for
with it,
sure.
right? I'm
Yeah.
like what Nintendo gets away with it because they notoriously don't like working with people. They just don't. So sure, let them have their corner, but everybody else, let's just get it back together. If y'all wanted it Summer Game Fest, make it happen because
Yeah.
this time was kind of dry. I'm gonna be real. I was like, okay, we
Yeah.
talked about Mortal Kombat and Final Fantasy. Yay. Like
Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Yeah, and also forcing these events is also not it either. I'm reading through some of these comments in the chat, and it seems like the consensus is that people kind of want to have more separate events. Um,
Really?
like Flu said, you get more people when you have more variety at events. Of course, it depends on your interest, but I like having an option. The only thing I would like is smaller comic conversations that are welcome to new readers. So it looks like a lot of people are kind of just joining towards like it's okay to have the bigger events, but they actually don't
Mhm.
mind because I feel like they're getting a little bit more variety.
What the
Yeah,
reason why I can't
yeah, same.
align with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is because like with the bigger events, they still had scheduling, so you could still check in on your favorite stuff. You can cut out the rest of it.
yeah. True, true. Yeah,
I felt like with the bigger events, they were forced to be more concise and show their best because their
yeah,
competition was literally coming up the next day.
yeah.
And when we were in person, you had to look at them. They were
Hmm.
all on the floor.
Hmm.
Like you had Nintendo,
Have you
you
went to Have
had
you been to
Xbox.
E3 before?
No, I only got to see the pictures. If anybody went,
Have you been to Comic Con? I should say.
yes, I did
Okay,
go to
so
Comic Con.
yeah,
It's cool. It's a giant hall and
yeah,
there's stuff to do, but the inside was
yeah.
really like the actual floor is nice. I'll give you
Okay.
that. The floor is very nice. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me read
How
the
was your
comments too
experience with
for Comic Con.
as far as like having Netflix, having HBO, having different panels with Marvel and what have you?
So I honestly I feel like my experience is not the best thing to compare on because that was when The
Yeah.
Walking Dead was ending. And
Uh,
that's a
it ended.
huge cult. Yeah, I know, right? The main mothership ended, so The Walking Dead ended, but the spinoffs like Dead City and Fear the Walking
Okay.
Dead are still going.
Is that
But
what they call it? The mothership?
yes, that's the
Uh,
main show,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, when Mothership ended and you see Andrew Lincoln and Danae Guerra walk up on stage because you haven't seen them in seasons, like that was a big deal.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
people
yeah,
were
yeah.
like, "Oh, we got to be there to see them."
Yeah,
So there were
yeah.
tons of people there. I mean, we saw American Horror Story, we saw all the different games and brands. There was a huge like Bowser, like Nintendo focus was there. I think there was a
Mhm.
huge Bowser in the back. Like it was a lot of cool stuff that you can get into inside of the
Yeah.
convention and around it. It's if it started off as comics, you couldn't tell because the comics were
Yeah.
kind of on the side,
Yeah. They're like,
and yeah, kind of laced in the middle a little bit. They were
yeah.
there, yeah, but it's fun. It was fun. I'm going again, so I'll definitely be able to have comparison notes this time around. I have
Yeah.
some comments too, actually. So companies don't have to deliver like they did. Oh, yeah, companies don't have to deliver like they had to in front of a live audience. I
Right.
agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and bigger companies should know that there isn't going to be great games all the time. Like I'm fine with the dry year as long as there's dope games next year. But
Yeah.
yeah, companies need to. Yes, Peter, I agree because I feel like companies feel like they have to do these things when
Mhm.
really when you build a community, your only focus is to bring value. And if it
Mhm.
doesn't bring value, why are you doing it? Like I like with that Capcom showcase, I sat there the whole time and I was just like, it's something. And I just felt like it was a waste of my time. And there's nothing that'll drop you faster than you giving your community nothing. Like, yes,
Yeah.
girl, serve me nothing. Yes, give me nothing again.
Yeah.
Just take your time. When it comes out, it'll come out. Like, it's okay to give out teasers and tell me what's coming up next, but ride the high. I do think us, do you think, Goofy, do you think us as gamers also need to just practice a little patience as
For
well?
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I think I think the general like reactions to, things on the internet, I think gamers can really put a lot of pressure on devs, because that's what it all comes down to. You know what I mean? All the comments, all the everything. Those executives are not reading that shit. They don't care. Them devs are the ones who catch all the flack for what's going on, even
All
though
of it.
they didn't have no budget, or they were instructed to do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? So like I do think that gamers in general that need to be more patient. And us as
Mhm.
consumers need to be understanding of the market that we're consuming in, and that, the people that are getting pinched, who are getting working, like even with the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse thing, where they were just the movie they just made, they were talking about a lot of over 100 artists left the film because there were such harsh working conditions. And
Yes.
yeah, and it's just like shit like that. So I'm like, I want us to practice patience, and if we're gonna put on pressure, we need to put it on the executives, and give the devs, give the artists, give the creators of the things that we love so much the time that it needs, and not at the expense of their own mental and physical health. I don't
You're
think it's really
right.
fair. Yeah.
1,000%, because it's always, and you know what I learned from a lot of businesses? I see lots of comments in my chat. Yes, delayed gratification. Companies set a release date and put pressure on devs, and every AAA game gets delayed anyway. And
Yeah.
that's crazy because they actually pushed Spider-Verse back too. I 100% think artists are not treated well, especially creatives and
Hmm.
everyone who's actually working on the project, because when you put marketing or you put people who don't understand what they're doing at the top of a project,
Yeah.
how could they even fathom how hard it actually is? And especially with tech, right? They'll think, oh, you just put it in and it's done. It'll just work. It'll just happen. They can get this done in like 2 weeks. And
Hmm.
no, baby, this, if you want it to look good, it's going to take us several months. It's going to take us half a year to get this stuff done. People don't understand what tech is and what create the creative process is. I think the biggest issue is when marketing will tell somebody to like, "Oh yeah, we need these features and we needed them yesterday because I promised
Hmm.
the client that we'd have it."
Yeah.
And then you look at the guy and you're like, "We can't, this isn't even possible." Like you can't we can't even do that. And there's something that has to stop that pipeline. I would love to break that wheel because I
Yeah.
feel like things would be just so much more realistic and so
Hmm.
much easier on everybody.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yanni in the comment says they need to pay the artists, they need to pay the writers, and they need to pay the creators. They
Period.
do. They need to take care
Right.
of us, and we as people, I think we need to make sure that we look out for other people, because at the end of the day, capitalism going capitalism. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna
Right.
capitalize. You know what I'm saying? I should say,
Mhm.
and it's gonna take every advantage that it can, to please those shareholders to get that profit in. But it's like we also have to be cognizant of what we're doing here. And what does it all mean
Precisely.
if everybody's suffering, just for our entertainment,
What we need to do as gamers is stop being so competitive about games, first of all, but then
Hmm.
also support indie games, y'all.
Yeah.
Like if it really does bother you about games being delayed, start expanding your palette,
Yeah.
really truly, because I think a lot of people just look for AAA games or they look
Mhm.
for a type of photorealistic game nowadays,
Yeah.
when truly there's so much. Now the PC, I saw somebody say, "There's a PC gaming show." There is. It's not great. It's not, but
Yeah.
there were some gems in there. Like, there were games that I marked down where I was like, "Okay, this is fine. I didn't never saw this if I hadn't watched this showcase."
Yeah.
So, I hope the PC gaming show gets more love in the future because they deserve it. They need more money.
Mhm.
But with that, it just goes to show that when you have projects, yes, there's not a lot of money in gaming, but when they're
Mhm.
made by people who care, they usually come out just mwah, 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 like
Yeah, for
amazing.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000%. Okay, look, I didn't got turned around with that conversation.
Yeah.
Are we doing that BET awards recap?
Imma be honest, I didn't even know that BET shit was happening, bro. We can skip right
Yo,
on
let
past
me
that
let me
one.
no, let me pull it
I
up real
mean, go
quick.
ahead,
Let me
pull
pull
it
it up real
up. You
quick.
know what I'm saying?
Let's pull it
I
up
ain't
real
gonna
quick.
hold
Let's
you.
let's do yeah. Can we pull that up? Yeah, the
Yeah.
BT. Oh, real fast. Yo, okay,
Yeah.
what we got? Album of the
Pound
year.
town.
Wait, she won that?
Oh, he won? He
Yes.
won? Okay.
Let's go. Okay, so
Wait, it was a
y'all remember.
tie? They gave it a tie?
Wait, that was a tie?
Yeah, album of the year,
Hold up.
Renaissance and SOS SZA.
SZA? Wait. Renaissance and SOS tied,
Mhm.
y'all? What?
How do you feel
What?
about that?
Ridiculous.
Y'all, this is about to
That
turn into an episode of The Swarm right now. Y'all better.
right, huh? I am. I'm about to go drive on down. Right, how is correct.
Yeah.
No, they said they need to stop giving Beyonce these awards. But I mean, just because she don't show up don't mean you can't recognize though. Like you do. If it's fact, it's fact. But I don't know how she ties.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I
Yeah,
would have
I
gave it to
I
SZA
haven't seen it.
personally.
I have not listened. I haven't seen the album.
Yeah.
I have not listened to SOS. I'm not knocking my girl SZA. But for me, I think it comes with impact winning album of the year. I think that's
Mhm.
ultimately what it comes down to. And I don't know. I don't
I'm
know. I don't
alien
know.
superstar. Oh
Yeah, I feel like
baby.
yeah, Renaissance
Uh.
popped. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Alright.
moving on. That's cool. All right, what else we get? Best female R&B artist. Let's go,
SZA.
SZA on that.
Yeah.
Can we get these two out? Chris Brown. Can we get him
How
out
do
of
we, Chris
here?
Brown still making music?
Yes.
I haven't
Yes.
heard.
He
I
just
haven't
made a
heard.
song with it was Chloe. He just made a song with Chloe.
Oh, I have not heard Chris Brown at all, to be honest, which is crazy.
Yo, yeah, me
Like,
then you
I didn't.
shouldn't.
I
Don't
thought
look
he
for
stopped
it.
making music. To be honest, I haven't heard a song from him in a long time. To be
You
honest.
know, somebody
What?
said they said I heard they calling it the EBT awards and I want to
Uh,
scream. Like, my God, what is up with you? He said he didn't say it. He said he didn't say it. Right.
oh wow, that's crazy.
At least it's not Juneteenth. That's I can say
Oh
that today.
man,
Oh man, there was a group.
ain't a BT on CEO a white person now?
Oh,
Just saying.
y'all. I mean, well, a lot of white people benefit from those programs. And if you see like the list is mostly one. Let me move
Yeah.
on. That's a whole nother conversation we could
Hmm.
have. Yes. So hey Kamari, you know what? I need to listen to it. I do. I do. I just didn't feel like there was a lot of hype around SOS compared to like Renaissance, but maybe that was my
Yeah.
circle. Y'all really can just scroll. Wait for you. Future featuring Drake. And I don't listen to Drake, y'all. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. Best group
Best
is
female.
Drake and 21 Savage. Really?
Yeah,
We
that's
ain't got
weird.
we ain't got no other groups out right now.
Right. What kind of group? We missing some groups. I feel like I saw some new groups. We need them to come on, rise up. I can't with
Yeah.
Drake either. Wait, don't back away from what, Infinite? That I don't listen to Drake. I said what I said.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry just bought BET. Uh cool.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Wow.
I
Go
think
Tyler.
Christine talked about it a few weeks ago, but I didn't really register it then.
Hmm.
Okay, that's something. Lotto's our best female hip hop artist. Hmm.
I'm just glad I didn't give it to Ice Spice. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, she don't
So,
deserve none of that. But
so I'll give it a
Lotto,
lot. I don't, I'm to be honest. Maybe I'm out of touch a little bit, and I think that might
I
be the
don't
case.
know, y'all. What was it? Energy? Got that big energy?
I
What
be
song was it?
ripping out the plastic. I've been feeling brand new. You had everybody doing a little
Oh,
trend and shit like
eating
that.
it. Was that Lotto song?
I think
Eating
so.
it. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I'm
Wow,
not
that was
sure.
y'all. That was her song, and she okay. I mean, I like Lotto, so I'm not mad at it.
She changed her
Kendrick
name, so
Lamar.
W. Yeah, Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar, and
yeah,
that's not a
Kill Bill.
surprise.
Oh, I'm about that. Now I can already tell by the visual. Kill Bill, that probably deserved video of the year. So I
Hmm.
give it that. Mwah. Let's go. Tiana Taylor. Yes, girl.
Hmm.
Yes. That's the one I sync with. Coco Jones. Oh, yes. I got to hear Coco Jones. I think some award ceremony ago. Well deserved. We love
You
Best New
would do
Artist.
you would do it too for a check. Now that's gonna be in play of the mind. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my Lord. Who else? Break My Soul got Viewer's Choice Award, of course.
Mm,
I don't know this one. I don't know who Burna
mm.
Boy is, but bless them. Break My Soul got the BET Her. Black Panther, of course. I don't know why that felt so high school saying it. Best movie, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. But
Mm.
of course. And Angela Bassett, Best Actress.
She should have been got her
Yes.
Oscar. I heard they're trying to give her an honorary Oscar right now. Very
No,
suspicious.
give her a real one.
Hmm.
What a real one. And then Marseille Martin Young Stars Award. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Angel Reese. Oh,
Best actress.
hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you got it. Yeah, she's sportswoman of the year.
Oh, we
Angel
love that.
Reese.
That was perfect. That was
Let's
that's
go.
exactly what we want to see. Idris Elba won Best Actor of the Year though.
Oh, he did. Let's go,
Yeah.
Idris. Love that. Love
I don't
that.
even know what he
Wait,
in right now, but he in a lot of
Damson
shit. I'm sure.
Idris. No, that's Damson Idris.
Oh
I
wait,
don't know who that
same
is.
person. Oh, so
No,
that's not
no,
Idris. Oh no, that's Snowfall. I
no.
think that's
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Snowfall.
yeah.
That's the girl he's dating.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry,
Steve
y'all.
Harvey's daughter. I forgot his
Lori
name.
Harvey.
Lori Harvey. Yeah, he's amazing. He's phenomenal. Oh my god, I
There
love.
we
He
go.
was in my show Snowfall that I love so much, and it's about
I
the
need to
crack
watch that.
epidemic in South Central LA and how the CIA started it all. It's a good
Mhm,
show.
mhm.
Highly recommend.
I
He's a
need
great
to
actor.
watch it.
Yeah,
BET Awards covers every god thing now. Yeah,
yeah.
they do,
Good
doc.
for
I
them
thought it
though.
was
Good
I mean,
for
it's
them though.
entertainment. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because who if the Oscars ain't gonna give Angela her flowers, I mean, shit, we got to. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it.
Wait, I don't think I've heard anybody say they don't know Burna Boy. Well, you gonna hear it today.
But
That's
it's
all Imma
Gen Z,
say for
maybe.
you.
It's a Gen Z thing, man.
Yeah, I guess so. It's not just me either, so I'm just looking at
Me
you right
too. I
now.
don't even know who Burner Boy is either. So
Yeah, I was like, "Who is
y'all
that?"
gonna have to judge me today.
Yeah, judge me today because I don't know who that is, y'all. I'm not saying he's not.
I
Chat's
couldn't
over
tell
here
that
popping.
man from a man across the street. What's that TikTok sound?
Right. Yeah. I can't stand when people say, when I'm like, I don't know this person. They're like, you think they bad. I'm like, no, I just don't know them. Oh, you know how many artists there are? And
But
there are
not on
so
my
many more
radar.
artists from when I was a kid. Like, yeah, y'all don't do this. Don't do this. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, Bakes. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
there you
saying.
go,
I
Bree.
mean, cool. Put me on. Put me on. But yeah, so we got Jalen Hurts for the Sportsman of the Year. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. What a
Okay.
recap. What a
Yeah.
recap. And Busta Rhymes got lifetime achievement. Deserved. Deserved.
Mhm.
As you can tell, those were our reactions as Goofy. I found out people listen to music for sport, like it's a sport. Like they be rating albums and lyrics, and
Yeah,
I'm like, I can't
it's
do that.
the standing is crazy too. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't disrespect Burner Boy apparently because them stands
Apparently.
go they gonna come forward. They gonna burn you. God damn it. Let
Apparently.
me stop.
I like music, I like people, but no, baby, can I name somebody's album? Can I name the artist most times? No, I
Yeah,
can't. I'm
I let the
sorry.
music find me. I always say, you know what I
There we
mean?
go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Ooh, I gotta put y'all on to the Mexican OT. Y'all need to listen to that John. Y'all need to listen to him. Let's talk about it. But another time when we're talking more about music. Okay. That was all right. That was all right. I think we did a good job. I think
Yeah, we did
we did a
amazing.
good job.
I
Yeah,
think we did amazing, right, chat? Give us our flowers, please.
totally.
Thank you.
Please give me that. Okay. So we got the BET rewards done, awards recap done. And just since we're on the theme of shows, I just got to tell y'all a little something. So there were rumors,
Mm.
right, about The Rock today, specifically today,
Mm.
playing Kratos. Oh my God, they found the perfect image. Playing Kratos
Mm.
in the God of War series for Amazon. So you know me,
I mean,
right?
can I just say something real quick? All right, just to preface this, God of
Yes.
War is me and Chelsea's baby, bro. We
It's our
both
baby.
love God of War like
We
crazy.
do.
So we're gonna have a lot to say about whoever decides to be Kratos. The bar is set really high, but
It's really
continue.
high.
Yeah.
Yes. And see, look, somebody said, "Stop him, please." And in my chat, the first thing they said was no. 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 Yeah. And
Yeah.
I went and I dug because I just had to because I was like, "There's just no
Yeah,
way."
it's a
So
lot of hell no's on the party chat side of things. We got
yeah,
lowercase no.
yes,
We got
no.
Falls Leah with why not Jason Momoa? They got CC said, I don't need the rock in this.
Right. If I had to pick between the two, and
Yeah.
I went and I dug in on that tweet, and of course, it was just somebody spreading misinformation, but seeing the response, the overwhelming, just like, no, no, no. I feel like it's gonna get his attention, and he's gonna be like, "Now I gotta do it,"
Yeah.
because I feel like he's really cocky like that or just really narcissistic. So now I'm a little nervous, but it makes me wonder what y'all's choice is.
Yeah.
Because hi, welcome in. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. You should check it out here at PCP Party Chat Podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it made me wonder, like, what could have possibly been the right choice. Is there a right choice? Christopher Judge has said notoriously, like, he's too old. But then when they were like, we're doing a series, he's like, well, I could do it.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
could do it. I mean, Christopher Judge as Kratos, he has the voice, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to, like, I'm sure they could get that like pasty skin look down because
Yeah.
he's basically an olive skinned man
Yeah.
who
Has the ashes
went
of his family burned on him,
exactly,
So
exactly. So I'm
yeah.
like, is there a realm where Christopher Judge could play Kratos in the Amazon series? Who do you think they're talking to right now?
My guess is Tom
Right?
Hardy, maybe. Um
Wow.
like a
You know
jacked up
what?
Tom Hardy.
For
Um
real. For
and man,
real.
and obviously he's a white man, but
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be
Or
mad about putting him in
I'll say
there.
no, let's say he's not white. He's like this Greece, like he's Greek. It's
Yeah.
different. It's not white is specific to like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's pasty. I can give
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
pasty.
yeah, 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 for
But
sure.
but that was like even before the ashes. Remember when they did like the first few scenes? And I see you in the chat. Kratos got to
Yeah.
be big, but he also got to be tortured or repentant. And Mr. Rick just ain't that deep.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mr. Rock just ain't that deep.
Yeah,
Why not Chris
I don't think Rock
Judge?
is that deep too. I don't honestly, and this is no shade to the Rock, but I just wow. Honestly, I think I'd rather have Timothy
Yeah, you see
Chalamet play
that?
Kratos over the Rock. That is actually hilarious. He has the curly
Yeah.
hair. But
Oh yeah, Timothy Chalamet
yeah.
are
A really
are
buff Timothy
cute little.
Chalamet is actually
Oh man, that would be wild. Yeah, no, I
um
see that.
I
Chris
think
Pratt,
The Rock
don't do this.
could tackle
Mhm.
I think The Rock could tackle the action sequences that are clearly going to
And
be
that's
needed
it
for the scenes, but I do not think that he has the depth that is
at
required to
all.
play Kratos.
His depth is like this. Like it's
You
literally
know?
just boom. Like
Yeah.
it's literally maybe skin deep
Yeah,
because I just
and maybe he has it, but I have yet to see it in any of his movies. So
right.
that would make me not feel like he was able to get it across. You know what I mean?
What role has really challenged The Rock ever? Like, was there a movie where y'all really like other than his wrestling days, right? Where he did some offensive stuff and he was being real extra. But like, was there ever really a role from The Rock where y'all were like, yeah, that's it?
Yeah, I don't think it is. He's kind of like that filler action blockbuster guy who's just gonna play whatever role he needs to, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Like,
Hey,
I'm like,
Christine. By the way,
bro.
Christine stopping by in the chat. She said, "I am
Hey,
finally home."
Christine. Welcome in.
Rampage is his best acting chops. Okay, well, pull up then, Christine. What's up? No, I'm just kidding. She's probably tired. She's
Rampage
probably,
was
you know,
them animals carried in Rampage.
yeah.
You know that. Oh, and speaking of, hey, yeah, y'all thank you for being a member here
Somebody
at
said
Party
Black
Chat
Adam. He
Podcast.
was challenged, and another person said Black Adam was his challenge and he failed. Okay, how do y'all
He
feel about that?
did.
Did y'all think I didn't check out Black Adam because I saw it's
Oh,
something
we
I
did.
was not gonna
I
enjoy
saw
a
it.
mile away.
It was The Rock
Yeah,
just there. He was The Rock. Like he's good at
yeah,
memorizing lines. That's really it. It It's like all the
Yeah.
like that's probably the most depth he'll ever get because the character has that depth. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the depth you get from him
Yeah.
was from the things that happened or unfolded around
Yeah.
him.
Mhm.
That's it. That's it. I gotta say real quick though, yeah, just thanks
It
to
was
our
the rock
members
in
if
the
you
sky is hella funny.
yeah,
Christine on her Twitter fingers right now. Okay, Christine.
right?
She
Yeah,
on a
if you were
roll.
if you become a member today, we'll get to shout you out on the stream. So we'd love to see some of you guys come and subscribe. We'd love to have you here as a Party Chat member. So just to highlight because I always forget to say that. I don't even do that on my stream, but I'm doing it here. So yeah,
Yeah.
just a reminder. But yeah, you're absolutely right. DC movies don't interest me unless it's animated. I agree, Mia. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. Their
Black
animated
Adam
game
is
is
the role. Somebody
yeah.
said quote unquote Black Adam is the role I was born to play. Like they're oh my god. I want to cry because I remember when he said that. And
That's
I was
crazy.
like, you look great, but baby, do you
Yeah.
sound great? Thank you, section for the love. I appreciate you. Henry Cavill, if he was available, I if it were that or The Rock, then of course Henry Cavill, because at least Henry will get the depth right.
Chat, give us
Henry will get.
your best suggestions for Kratos right now. I'm kind of
I
hoping they go
love
on
the
a
Tom Hardy
yeah, Tom
suggestion
Hardy.
because
Yeah.
yeah, no, I love it because
Yeah.
he's if you haven't seen oh, there's this
Shit.
amazing movie that he did and I have to find it. I think it's like he was like a London gangster and he's famously a method actor. So like he already looks so different in a lot of his films, but he really gets into character. Now I know the Bane thing was weird. Right?
The
But
Venom thing was weird too, a little too. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't
I
talking
like
about that. You liked him
the
in
Venom
Venom?
thing a
All
little bit, but
right.
I
All
get that
right.
most people didn't. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I am very objective and I know that it doesn't float with most people's boats.
Yeah.
But let's not take him out of let me find that one movie. Like for those two that he, didn't quite get, he has like a huge catalog of movies. It was Legend. Oh my god. If you watch Tom Hardy in Legend, you will be blown away. He plays two characters. Like he's playing against himself in the movie. It is genius. It is immaculate. If you ever have questioned Tom Hardy's acting chops, watch Legend and
Yeah.
you will understand where we're coming from. Because not only does he have the looks, like he's done a lot of boxing movies. So he has that fighter look and he can do the beard, he could get the scars, he could do the tattoo. He could really pull that off. I really do think so.
Yeah. I can see
Would
it
we
too
have
for
to
sure.
rein in yeah, right? Like, I feel like we'd have to rein in some of his mannerisms because I think
Yeah.
he does take himself a little too seriously, but
Yeah.
he would get the tortured, like,
Oh,
he
for
would
sure. I
get
think he
that.
definitely has the acting chops, the depth that we're looking for.
Mhm.
And I mean, unshaven, he kind of looks like Atreus a little bit. So like I can see that happening. But
Right,
even with his beard, hopefully the interns can have a chance to see this. But I just put a picture of him with a beard in the Discord. I would love to show it, but
right.
it kind of I mean, I can see somebody editing the picture and he already looks like Kratos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's what we should have got, the image. We should
Yeah.
have pulled up that image of all those actors, like they did Batista, they did
Oh,
Jason Momoa.
they did Hella? Oh, I didn't know we had that. There's an image that I'm gonna go look for that right now.
No, no. Yeah, I should have got it. I know they have it, but I remember looking at it a while back. Thank y'all for the love. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. And apparently he was great in Peaky Blinders as well. I need to get to that season. I started season 1, but I never finished.
Oh, yeah.
Batista might be good, but his voice I feel like won't be right, you know?
Yeah,
Like
I don't think Batista has the acting chops either, to be quite honest with you,
not
bro.
really.
Um,
He's big. Maybe he could play like I he could be in there. I think he could be
yeah.
in the universe of God of War for sure. Like just a big
Uh,
guy. Maybe
yeah.
the oh, you know who he could play? I remember when Kratos was trying to oh, where was he? I think he was trying to get the sword
Mhm.
and the giant horses in the game, like you had to wake up the horses, they could take you to some island. But there's this arch nemesis he had to fight who was standing outside the gates. I
Mhm.
feel like Batista could play that guy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I think
find his
he
name.
could definitely play a God of War villain or a god in one of the
Exactly.
I could definitely
Yeah,
see that.
look at that. Yes. Thank you for the
Yeah.
picture. Like
Yeah.
that could be Kratos,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah. That could be
For
low
look
key.
at the
That could see
eyes.
that. I could see that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I'm gonna show y'all this picture over here. Let me print screen
The
that too.
question is, do they had a budget? I
Y'all,
mean, Amazon definitely got the budget for it. Yeah.
they do. They could
Yeah.
easily. I'm
Yeah.
trying to show this to my chat too, y'all. This is the perfect image. So
Yeah.
yeah, like already you got people who fit it, and yeah, he can do he can do accents.
Yeah.
Like my boy Tom Hardy can do accents like nobody's business because thank
Hmm.
God he's not American. So he understands dialect and the differences in language, unlike us. But
Yeah.
yeah, that made me excited just to see that. Would
Yeah.
we cast Boy as Soljic, the original actor? I
I
feel
mean,
like
he couldn't. I mean, if they aged him up, I mean, he's clearly like a teenager now. He's much
yeah,
older, so he
they'd have
wouldn't.
to find the
Yeah.
kid double, but if they jump to the teenage part, depending on
Yeah.
where they go in the series, I
Yeah.
feel like he could still do it, you know? I
I
feel
agree.
like he could still somehow
I
do
agree.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
they gotta
thousand
keep
percent.
one of the actors, just
Yeah, for
one of
sure.
them. Here we go. I got the picture for my chat too. I had to paste it. There we
That's
go.
all good.
Look at that, y'all. That's Kratos. Y'all, that's Kratos. That's
I can
crazy.
see it, bro. I'm here, and he has the depth. Just please don't make it Rock. Some people said Jason Momoa.
He could do it. He
Yeah.
could do it. It wouldn't be my
It would be
favorite.
Tom Hardy, and then Jason, like, right. Jason would be like a safe pick, but not like the best pick, I feel like.
Right.
You know what I
Like it
mean?
would be like I guess everybody likes it. Have him stand on apple boxes like Stallone and I'll say yes.
Well, is Kratos tall? Kratos is like 6'1", probably, I'm
Kratos
sure.
he's tall for us, but then when
Yeah.
you see like all the people, like even though Kratos is tall, all the stuff that he comes across is
Yeah.
10 times bigger than him. So it
Yeah.
doesn't even really matter. It's really just the scale that you have to get right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kratos is like I got so much conflicting information. Kratos is 6'6, Kratos is 5'10, Kratos is
Yeah.
6'4.
He's 1.93 meters. Let me convert that really quick.
Yeah, convert that real quick because I'm like, what? What are y'all saying? Meters? Who do y'all think I am? He's 6'4. I see two 6'4s.
Okay, 6'4". That's fine. There we go.
Why did you
Yeah.
say 7'6", Lilac? Why did you
It
say
said
that?
5'8" on
Is it
my thing.
5'8"?
No, but it's in it was in kilometers, something else. You
We
know what I
gonna
mean?
confirm this because
Yeah.
everybody's saying so many. How tall? That's what
Yeah,
it's become.
6'3",
How
about
tall is
6'3". Yeah.
Kratos? He's
Yeah.
6'3"?
Yeah, about 6'3". Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah.
Kratos is 6'3", everyone. I don't know where y'all got all that from.
Medium man. Imagine if he was like
Medium
5'5" though, and he was just out here strong and like.
Goofy, I know you tall as hell, but Imma need you to chill out, okay? He is tall to the rest of us, okay? Y'all are giants, I get it. How does it feel
Correct.
to be a part of the giant race? I just wanna know,
It's,
like
and that's a new original joke that I haven't heard, a tall joke that I haven't heard. So I appreciate you for the originality because usually it's like, how's the weather up there?
oh,
you know?
skyscraper.
Oh man,
Uh,
yeah. So I mean, it's pretty nice. I gotta say, it's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? We have a good time over here, holding it down.
Got you. Right. Well, yeah, well, y'all tall selves. Goofy, defend us tall people. Get out of here, KJ. You know you're like
Nah, KJ, we
4'3".
together, bro. I got you, bro.
Y'all are 4'3". Get out of here. Somebody said
Um,
Tom Holland as Boy, and I kind of wanted to scream a little bit. But
because he
he
looks so young. He's such a baby.
could he do it? He could, huh? Like
I'll
when he
be
was
honest,
older,
I can't
though.
even take Tom Holland seriously in any adult act like
I know,
spot.
cause
He's just,
do his horror themed adult content. Have you seen the scary stuff he's done?
no,
I
no.
gotta give you some suggestions. There was
Yeah, for
one
sure.
Netflix spot he did that was good. He can act. The boy can
I'm
act.
sure he can act.
Like,
He just doesn't
yeah.
look.
I know
He
you
just
can't take him
yeah, yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like even he can get past that. Does that
yeah,
make
yeah, yeah.
sense? Like he
Yeah,
can
that
push
does.
past
Yeah,
that and yeah, he do that. He do that.
yeah,
But yeah, with that, I would love Tom Hardy. I would love Soljic. I would
yeah.
love all of that and
Really quick though,
more.
chat. Do we have
Yes,
a collective consensus of all the chats involved right now? Do we have
all
a
the chats.
collective consensus that Tom Hardy would be a good Kratos?
Yeah.
Put a
Sign
one in the
off on
chat.
it.
Put a one. Somebody said Ice Spice for boy. I'm gonna fucking drop kick
Get
you in the
out.
eardrum.
Get out.
Put a one in the chat if you agree. You know what I'm saying? Put a 2 if no.
1 in the chat if you
Yeah.
agree, 2 for no.
Okay.
1 for yes, 2 for no. If you think Tom Hardy, because I got the picture up on my chat, y'all.
Yeah.
If you think Tom Hardy can be Kratos,
Okay.
You tell
Okay.
us 1 or 2. Well, then
Okay.
if you say 2, then you need to give a suggestion
Yeah, you can't just come out here with 2 and you can't just be
and
angry.
say
God damn it.
nothing.
Better say no
Yeah.
name actor or something like that. I don't know. I'm okay
YouTube
with
over
that too.
here winning right now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
YouTube is
ones
all
in this
ones right now.
chat.
Yeah, yeah. We are
Yeah,
we
good
are, we are
job,
on the
YouTube.
consensus.
My chat over here popping up. Kaji, who else? Keys. What you mean, Keys? Jason? Really? Jason? Over. Let me find a picture of Jason Momoa.
Leah, I had
First of
enough of
all,
you. She talking
Jason,
about go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Who talking about what?
No, False Leah said Atreus gonna be twerking with the Giants if we make him Ice Spice. That's what she said. I'm like, all right, I've had enough of
I
y'all.
want to box
No
you.
more internet for chat. Y'all have had your
Not
internet
at all.
privileges revoked.
They're
God damn you.
revoked now, y'all. You're done. You're done. I don't even need to pull up a picture of Jason. Y'all get
Yeah.
it. I don't know about Jason. But okay. Yeah, that was interesting news. I'm curious to see when Amazon's going to feed us something on that because I feel
Yeah.
like once they should that's what I mean by these announcements though, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like something like this, it would have been okay to wait a little bit, get the
Yeah.
actor down, or maybe when you started casting,
Mm-hmm.
then announce. So people immediately start throwing out who they want to see in the show. Like when
Yeah.
we get to that casting phase, once we've gotten the narrative, the story, where we're going to start and stop, what the budget looks like, where we're going to film it. Once we get that down, then announce, then we see what the crowd wants. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do these companies not have like community managers that like know what
No.
they're doing?
No, they don't.
Or, but
Hire
also,
us.
but let me
Streamers make
not,
good community managers, you're saying.
they do because they do that. But also, let me not put all the heat on the community managers.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. True, true, true.
do companies give community managers time or the
Yeah.
energy to actually take the data they've gathered, the
Mm-hmm.
like the social temperature? Do they even use that information?
Yeah.
Like, come on. I feel
Yeah.
like with something like this, if Amazon's gonna make a show with God of War, they need to be talking to Sony Santa Monica.
Oh, for sure.
Straight up.
They didn't be. I mean, we saw what happened with Last of Us production. They didn't
Right.
have Corey Barlog, and then they have I forgot the name of the second guy who directed the second one. They need to
Um,
be
yeah,
all in a
yeah, yeah.
meeting together, carrying the
Hmm.
show to success. Because if they're not a part of it,
Everybody.
I do not have faith in the production of the show. I'll be honest, and I said as a as a God of War super fan, like I love God of War. If they don't have the
Exactly.
directors involved, I'm going to be very very concerned for the future of the show for sure.
Exactly. And you know what they need to do? They
Hmm.
need to go ahead. Somebody needs to revisit the first three. Because how cool would it be if all these people who started on 2018 and they didn't even know about the first three games, like you see this like harrowed story, you don't because you know like the first three games they literally built off of revealing the horrible things that Kratos had done. Like
Yeah,
it was supposed to be like this trilogy of sadness
yeah,
and the stages of grief, anger, and what revenge brings you, which is
hmm,
nothing. And how cool would it be to find out like what his story is through like, you know, those
yeah,
visuals
yeah,
for newer audiences, bring them back into the beginning. And then maybe they can finally explain how the heck he got there in the
yeah.
first
I
place.
mean, they don't
Cuz
want to touch that.
they need
The
to
novel touches on
though.
it. The novel touches on it though. They have like a
I
little
figured,
novel.
but
Yeah,
we need I know they do like remember when games did like game, then comic, then game, then you know,
yeah,
like a little like fiction thing online and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
games and yeah, and then you know, God of War has like a million games. Like, let's be real, it does have like
yeah,
a lot of handheld. Like, there's a whole bunch of games,
yeah,
but good thing is all of it is a part of the story. It's not just
yeah,
like filler. Like
yeah.
all of it. Ugh, I it's
I can
giving
see
Dead Space
them.
a little bit.
I can
Hmm.
see. I can see them. I can see them doing their own, like, after the success of this one, because this one is going to cover the Ragnarok arc. This is the, a
Hmm.
Viking Norse mythos arc. I can see them covering within that arc, it, just
Hmm.
flashing back a lot. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
I do think there's a lot of like material in the Ragnarok series, but also I feel like a lot of that could be only done to 2 seasons. But if they stretch it and they throw in a lot of flashbacks, a lot of stuff like that, I think it could be like three for sure.
Yeah.
Um, and
It
I
could be
do
3 seasons.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think they could just kinda stuff it in there, but also I would like to see, like you said, I would like to see the, 1, 2, and 3 seasons of, their original stuff, but, will they do that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
even
I
if
wanna see
they
Hercules get his ass whooped again, because when I see that
right,
when I was a kid,
again.
oh my god, I was like, "Oh
I was
my
like, "Is
god."
this real? They're
Yeah.
doing this? This is real?"
It has
They
always
let they
pushed the
let
limits on, what they can
they
do and
did.
show and, make you feel a part of in the game,
Right, exactly. I even if it was like I don't think you can stuff all that in 1 season,
Yeah, for
but,
sure, no, yeah,
yeah, if you did it, like, over the course of, like, a couple seasons, it
yeah,
could be done so well.
yeah,
I have high hopes. I want it to be good.
yeah,
I do. If not, I'll just play the games again because they were immaculate.
yeah,
Did you just say
100%.
Digimon Huns? How do I let me spell that out real quick. How do I pronounce that? Digimon Honso. If I find this person, let me see, let me see.
Is a
I think
potential
that was
actor?
a yeah, a potential actor. Let me look at their face. I'm gonna be real. I love this man. I always forget his name. I do love this man as an actor, and he very much has Kratos energy. But you know them folks are gonna be mad. Don't I did not say Digimon, okay? I
What's
did
his
not
name?
say his name is Jimon Hunso. You've seen
Okay.
him several times. Several times.
Mm.
Um yeah, he's older. And yeah, no, they're gonna be mad because they're gonna think he's too dark.
Oh, yeah, 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 they not
Yeah.
no, they
Yeah, they're not gonna but I see the energy though. Like I
yeah,
get that. I could cuz he hits like the rage like really well in his
yeah,
acting.
mhm,
I honestly I feel like he's another person I could see in the universe, like a part of his army. Like we
yeah,
didn't get a lot of like we got some of Kratos's army, but
mhm,
not like a full like not him sitting, bonding with his
mhm.
legion. We didn't get any of that, and he could very much be a part of that. I could put him there. Yeah. Wait, who else? Jason Stratham? Y'all are giving me suggestions. Where were these earlier?
I'm saying, now you got all the time in the
Right.
world.
Right now. Wait, is this that guy who did the Meg movies? This is the Meg. You brought me the Meg guy? The Meg guy? Nah, bro. After I watched him with didn't he do that movie with The Rock? Nah, his movies are so unserious. So unserious. So and he's
Yeah.
unserious.
I'm
I
sticking with
can't.
Tom Hardy and Jason Momoa. Those are my 2 top
Yeah.
picks. You know what I mean? Someone
Those
said
are
Terry
really
Crews.
it.
I had enough of y'all.
Did you just say that? Oh my god, I might fight you. I might
I
actually
had enough of y'all. Blocked.
I might actually fight these people. They have to be physically intimidating. Yeah, did you y'all okay, Twitch chat, you're back on track. They just said Terry Crews in the YouTube chat, so I gotta
Yeah.
go now. Yeah,
Yeah.
like and don't say Tom Holland. I'll fight y'all, okay? Okay. That was our God of War news. So we're gonna move on to our movies.
Mhm.
Minecraft. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
we got some Minecraft.
Minecraft
Reportedly starts
movie.
filming. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. I know it. You know how many people
Mm.
play Minecraft?
Yeah, they love Minecraft. Is it gonna
They
look
love
just
it.
like Minecraft? It has
It
to, right?
it better.
Yeah.
Like how right, Bake said, "I okay. You'll watch, right?" I'm not mad at it, like, cause
Yeah.
Minecraft was built, like, off of your own narrative.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all the little they had, like, a Minecraft RP you saw the Minecraft RPG game?
Yeah. I did
Yeah,
too, yeah.
yeah, that they have
Minecraft
all that
Dungeons as well.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, let me see what this article is saying. While the highly acclaimed Legend of Zelda franchise may not be getting its big movie great break, god dang it, movie break anytime soon, the live action film adaptation of Minecraft is set to go full steam ahead as the latest installment in the video game film renaissance. Per report from the production list, it will begin shooting August 7th in New Zealand.
Mm.
I wonder maybe so New Zealand for all the but it's blocks.
No, they said live action. They're making a live action one.
I
They
don't
weren't
like
p
that.
yeah,
Wait.
I don't know how they gonna do it. Maybe it's some creative way they'll do it, where they have everybody in suits
What?
or something like that, and maybe a
What the
CGI
heck?
horse or 2, you know?
We have
Um,
not talked about craving yet. I'm glad you asked. Can we make a tagline? The children yearn for the minds.
it's
That
just
should be our
can we show the
yeah.
article on screen, please?
Yeah, let's show the
Um,
article to everybody real quick so
yeah,
we can just kind of we should start at the immense struggle to build a Minecraft movie.
yeah,
So, yeah, I'm trying to see what it, what are they trying to say? What are they trying to do with this?
yeah.
So the project has reached some level of stability with
Mhm.
Jared Hess coming aboard to direct. Oh, Jared Hess coming on to direct and Allison Schroeder penning the latest draft of the script. Okay. I don't know who either of those are, but I'm about to find out. With how far CGI has come in the years, it's probably just as well that the stars waited to align until now. The best possible version of a film could be made. So they're thinking about releasing this in 2025.
Okay.
Why? I guess it's a couple of years. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, you hear about casting, people are going to know. Jared Hess, who is this man? Who is Jared Hess? Let's find out. He's a filmmaker. He's a part of a duo, a husband and wife filmmaker, and he worked on Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, and Gentlemen Broncos. Okay. I mean, wildly different movies from this. So, I wonder why
Interesting.
him,
Yeah.
right? Jared Hess did Napoleon. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, he
Wait,
did
Jason
that.
Momoa is gonna be in this? What?
You're lying. Where do you see
Yes.
that? Well,
Starring
I'm
in
searching.
Minecraft so far are Jason Momoa and Matt Berry. What is
And
going on,
Pedro
bro? And
Pascal is
you know what's crazy? We're about to talk about Venom, and Venom has Tom Hardy in it. Are they going to be too busy to to be Kratos? We might
You're
have to get
right.
The Rock, and the Rock ain't
No.
acting in nothing no time soon. Y'all, it might
No.
actually be The Rock that's Kratos. I'm
I
sorry,
will
I hate to bring it back there.
scream. No, I will yo, I don't care. I will pull on every string I have just to be like, please don't, y'all. Please
Hey,
don't.
hey, yeah.
Teddy, who is this person? Okay, I got you. So Teddy, how you doing? Good to see you. We're gonna catch y'all up if you just came in. We're talking about the Minecraft movie right now that's being made. It's gonna start filming in August and it will come out in 2025. And for their cast, literally, they've already gotten the cast starring in Minecraft Jason Momoa and Matt Berry. I don't know who that is. I probably know his face. I don't know his name. But they have Pedro Pascal maybe as Steve, the main character of Minecraft. Pedro Pascal, he is getting his coins,
Bro, he is in everything right now. They said
right?
live action, gaming, put him in Minecraft.
Put him in mind. What does he? He has not played Minecraft. Oh, I've seen this Matt Berry guy a few times in my life. He's in What We Do in the Shadows, and he's in the It Crowd. I would have never thought to put him in this movie, but I'm not a director or a casting agent.
Hmm.
They could have gotten Chris Rat. I would cry. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him. Cut the cameras, dead ass. Yeah, you're right. Pedro sold it for you. Seriously?
Yeah.
See, this is why they keep putting him in stuff because you just put him in there and he sold it for you. So it is live action. Goofy?
Oh wow. Yeah.
I don't
That is.
that's like what? Like why? 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 It's not like Dora the Explorer, right? Where Dora the Explorer is an easy format. You have a kid show where they're running through like they got a map, they're going on an adventure, there's temples, we're trying to get this treasure, like stuff like that. That makes sense to make live action. I heard the Dora the Explorer movie was actually pretty sick. But
They had a movie. I didn't even know they had a movie.
yeah,
Wow,
they had
that's
a
crazy.
movie, man. It was
Wow,
pretty fire. It was pretty
they
fire.
making
If
everything
you
now.
like that stuff. Yeah, they make everything now. Like we've said several times, when you make things into live action, it's so you can do things you couldn't do animated. Like it looks a certain way. What could you possibly do in Minecraft? It's blocks. Like what? I don't get it.
This is
Chat,
this is a little alarming. Without a huge creative jump here, I'm a little scared. I mean,
I don't
the
get
kids
it.
gonna eat it up probably no matter what, most
Maybe?
likely.
No, these actors are too old for the kids to eat it up.
You think so?
Right?
I
Like, why
think
would they?
the kids will be like Minecraft. We don't care.
Would they? I
Yeah.
feel like a kid would be like, "That's not Steve."
Jason Momoa is gonna be Steve is hilarious though.
Right? That would be crazy. I am stressed, Yeti, because I don't
Uh,
get it.
uh,
I don't we get to see a creeper blow up Pedro Pascal and Jason Momoa. You're right. I maybe Odious because this doesn't feel nostalgic to me at all. I just don't I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm actually at a loss. I'm at a loss for words right now. Let me see if there's
likewise.
anything else.
I
What
was a
else
big.
is in
I wasn't.
here?
I didn't really get on the Minecraft wave until really late.
Yeah, I
So
still
this,
haven't.
yeah. So this is this. I
Right?
definitely missed this one for sure. But chat, how do
It's
y'all
like
feel about this being live action? Are y'all worried? Are y'all concerned? Will the cast make it up? What do you guys? How do you guys feel? Thank you,
my
Janai,
chat
for
is going
blessing me
off.
too, because Chelsea did not care.
Bless you. Oh my
I'm
God.
just kidding.
Salud.
I'm just
I thought you were
kidding.
coughing. My bad.
No, you're all good.
I
I'm all good.
apologize. I had somebody correct me when I was like, bless you. They were, that was a
Yeah.
cough. I
Yeah, they
was
said
like,
Amaya Papaya said, I'm more interested in how they are going to animate creepers. Good point. I imagine it's just a movie
yeah.
by the Teletubbies, but with onesies and creepy block sets. I can see that being like just really weird block sets. Y'all
Oh,
remember
that's
that
funny.
that Kanye West video that looked like Roblox? I'm imagining something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that was why did he do that? Why did he do that? Was
I
that
don't
for the
know.
kids? Because that's
I
bothering me a
guess.
little bit.
Yeah, maybe it hit that demographic. I know his kids were into Roblox, so maybe that's why.
Yo, should we
I'm very
buy hold
concerned
on.
since this is a block game. I says Lilac Flute. I Malik the nerd says I think Minecraft live action is gonna be bad. I want to see the mini zombies speeding through the forest. Okay.
Oh my lord.
Uh,
Nah, no, for real. I thought my chat was gonna give me some insight.
yeah,
They all they can say is it's for the kids.
yeah,
Like
it's for
that's
the
it.
kids. Like yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that's all I
let's
got.
not judge it too hard for the kids.
But why would you put so much money on the kids? Like
I
Pedro
mean,
Pascal on the
they gonna
kids?
they gonna make them parents go pay that money to go see that movie. I'll tell you that.
Jason Momoa on the kids? I don't get it. I don't get it. I okay. Yeah.
Jason is
Y'all
working
tried
right
to
now
explain
too.
it. Is it working?
No, it said Jason is working right now. He's in
He
Dune as
is.
well, and he's also in that as
Oh, Dune
well.
is I'm so excited for Dune. I'm actually so excited for Dune. That's gonna be so fun. I love
Mhm.
long thematic movies that make me
Me
feel like I'm
too.
elsewhere,
Yeah,
right?
same. I read the
Yeah.
books after watching the first one, so I'll be excited to cover that on chat and the podcast as well.
There we go. Yeah, we gotta cover it. Kanye could play Steve with that chin. I'm sick. Kanye ain't doing nothing else ever again. He's done.
Yeah, Kanye is on the blacklist. I'd be surprised
Oh,
if he do
somebody
anything.
in my chat said here, they said box office predictions. Let's do it. Can we get a full screen? Because I think this is funny. Box office predictions, everybody. How much do y'all think this Minecraft movie is gonna make?
Oh, shit ton for sure, without a
I'm
doubt.
gonna say 450. Boom.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
gonna say 450.
650.
Six?
Yeah,
650?
global.
Oh, wait. This is box office. Is this opening weekend?
I
Are we
thought.
talking opening? Because that's different.
Yeah.
Because I know box office, like when do they cut off even the box office? Like, are we talking about a month, 3 months? Like, what's our time frame? 700 million. Oh, the entire run. What's an entire run? A year?
10 years
What's a whole
forever.
yeah, like let's say
You
the
still
first
keeping
6
track if
months.
that's the case.
Yeah, let's say the first 6 months till
Yeah.
it's out of theaters. That's crazy. Okay, then that's like 3 months max. Because some movies are biased. 100
Mhm,
million, I could see that opening weekend. I could absolutely
mhm.
yeah, with the kids going rabid, kids movies do way better than most movies because you can actually take your kids. Like
Yeah.
it's just fact. So, I mean, that wasn't the case with Elemental, but
Mhm.
we can move on from that. For Minecraft, huge game. A lot of kids are still playing it, even though it's still kind of expensive for them kids. Opening weekend, let's say like domestic 80. Domestic, I could see 80 million box office opening weekend.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Lifetime, if you're talking about a year out, I could go ahead and see the 450. You know?
I could
But it
say the
depends.
I
But
could
you know what?
say I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Please, you can see
I
what.
have the article. There's an article in the ROS in terms of, if y'all want to pull it up, just to give you some perspective on some of these numbers. We have some daily domestic charts for June 23rd. This is Friday. So as of June 23rd, The Flash, which tanked, it did gross. It did 4 million, and total gross is 76 million. So, and that was a bad performance. That was technically a bad
Yeah,
performance for
yeah, that's
considering
bad.
that the scale was so high. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse total gross as of Friday, June 23rd is 300 million.
100.
Yeah.
100. And
Yeah.
that was people, I feel like across the board, everybody loved that movie.
Yeah, that was
Everybody.
yeah. What is No Hard
That was
Feelings?
a
Because that did
sick
better than
movie.
that. What?
Wait, no hard oh,
Oh, that's
no
brand
hard
new.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fresh. I think that just came out. And
Oh,
that's that
okay.
Jennifer
Oh,
Lawrence
6
John.
million. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's something. It's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Yeah, that I'm Transformers did better.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Super
That's
Mario Bros.
crazy.
Movie, which is, I mean, another gaming one. So just for, that's kind of close. Did 572 million, in
Yeah.
80 days of release.
And somebody said a really good point, and that's why I said domestic or
Hmm.
global. I'm gonna try to stick to domestic because China.
Mm.
I don't know what's up with
A
China, but they
huge
watch
market.
movies.
Yeah, it's a
They
huge
they
market
do
too.
it. I don't know what it is, but they got the time. I want to keep it domestic for now, but I think for this one, it's global. What we're talking about with the charts that we have
Yeah,
on our stream, it's global. If y'all want to see the
yeah.
chart, go to Party Chat Podcast over there. And hey, go ahead, subscribe, be a member today. We want to do
Mm-hmm.
those lings, all that over
Lang,
here on
lang,
this
lang.
side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll highlight your comment. So yeah, I,
Yeah,
I want to see one today. Just give
yeah.
me one. Yeah, let's talk about these. Let's talk about these numbers. So,
Since we're,
Spider-Man is killing it.
yeah.
Pixar's worst movie does better than The Flash.
Woo.
Crazy, right? And it
Yeah.
wasn't a bad movie. Like it just did not
I actually
perform.
didn't see The Flash or Elemental, so
I
I
saw The
wouldn't know.
Flash. I
Okay.
haven't seen Elemental. I've only seen sentiments of the
Mm.
Elemental.
Yeah, yeah.
Elemental. God, yeah.
So you saw
And
Flash. What do you think it's justified that it's
I saw
doing
it
so bad?
involuntarily. I saw it
Ah,
involuntarily. I did. And no, what I thought was going to happen, like it happened and it made me mad. It made me real. When
mm,
I'm telling you, when Tom Cruise was like, I'm hyping up this movie. This is the movie the world needs. I was like, they're doing too much. This movie is bad.
mhm.
Like, period. It is what it is. Yeah, there is a new Pixar movie, Pat. I'm glad you asked. It's called Elemental, and it's really good. I think from what I've heard from like people watching the movie, overall, all I've heard is it's really good. It's satisfying to watch. But remember, it's a kids movie. So, if you're not into kids movies, don't go out of your way to see it. The
Mhm.
Flash was a perfect storm for why the movie bombed.
Mm.
Kevin, do you know why it's bombing? What's the storm part? I'd like to know. Is The Flash better than World War 1984? No.
My question is,
No, it's
did Flash do bad because of Ezra Miller? I don't think it was because of Ezra Miller. I think it
no.
could have been that, but
No.
it also
No, no,
released
no.
right around
Yeah.
Spider-Verse time. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think it was a smart thing to do, to release it in the same, window as Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I just don't think it was, because I think people
Yeah,
are so obsessed with that movie that if they're picking
they are.
between, they're gonna choose Spider-Verse
They're
10
gonna pick
times
it.
out of
And
10. Yeah.
yeah, I
Versus
agree.
a
It was
a risky DC movie which hasn't really performed
exactly.
well in the past for whatever. You know what I mean?
I agree. No, 1,000%. Like,
Yeah.
let's talk about it, okay? With The Flash, like you said, it was a very risky movie and it was the most overhyped. Like truly the most overhyped DC movie in a while.
Yeah.
Don't know why this isn't working. Give me just a second. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that's not working, but y'all can go check it out. Just go to Party Chat Podcast on YouTube so y'all can come join in on the chart that we have up here. But let's speak on that. So already Ezra is if you don't know, Ezra Miller honestly should be kind of like under the jail right now because this man has been on a rampage. He says it's because of drugs and his mental health, or maybe it's just his mental health. I don't
Yeah.
know. But my man's been doing, or they've been doing something. Excuse me for misgendering him.
Yeah.
They've been doing something. And yeah, their attitude and their yeah, their conduct has not been savory at all. Like
Mm-hmm.
they've been doing too much. So when they showed up in the movie, I watched their performance. They were good. They were good, but they were absolutely not the reason why that movie tanked. It was the writing, like 1,000%. And yeah, the CGI was bad. Was it prominent like the way people were making it seem? No, it wasn't like the whole movie, it was awful. Like it was several scenes where I was like, no, why did y'all
Yeah.
do that? Why?" And we found out later that was because they actually kicked off a lot of the animators for that. They tried to
Mm.
force them to get it done in several weeks or like a very short period of time,
Mm.
and you can't do that. So again, it's another period of marketing or execs trying to make people work under really short timelines.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly. See, and it just comes up with nothing but bark.
Uh,
Yeah,
my
you get
fault.
it. No, you're great. I love them. Yeah, no, that
My
I
dog.
agree.
My
It's
dog.
that bark.
My dog even
Yeah,
had to attest.
yeah, it's horrible. It's awful. Yeah, no, it's goofy when you
Uh,
or if you. So, do you plan on seeing it?
no, I don't. Especially not after what I've seen and heard about it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
but the only thing I'm really excited about this movie is seeing Supergirl
Yes.
because I heard that
Yes.
Supergirl was great, and I was watching Supergirl a lot,
Amazing.
and I was like, this is resonating right
Hey,
now, and I'm really
hey,
excited.
she killed that.
Yeah,
I was even in the movie. I was like, I like her in this. Oh my god.
yeah.
Yes.
So
I was like, this is my Supergirl. Thank you.
yeah, I might
Yeah,
check it
let's
out on
do it.
Max whenever it drops
Do it.
eventually. You know what
Wait
I
for
mean?
it
Yeah, very
because going out of
casual.
your way.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, let's talk about that. Should we so, okay, if you're gonna watch it, then never mind. I'm gonna do my
yeah.
non-spoiler review
Well, I'm okay with
of
non-spoil. I'm okay with spoilers though. So like, I don't care.
hmm, let's do some well, maybe
I've
we could
already
do
been
some
spoiled
comic
quite a
book
lot from Twitter
spoilers.
as well.
Okay, should we
Yeah,
do okay, we'll do can we do we have the spoiler tag on everybody? Can
yeah.
we
We
get the
can do the
spoiler
spoiler if you
flash?
guys want.
Yeah, we can let's do the
Yeah.
spoiler real quick. I'm gonna keep it short. Thank you. Spoilers, 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 everybody, for thank you. Thank you. Spoiler alert. So you can't say you weren't warned.
uh,
Mega what? Yeah,
D3
it's
said,
spoilers.
or I can't say this right. Device said, I liked, I did like Supergirl parts. She can break my leg and keep it. All right,
I'm gonna get a
heard you.
physical. I'm gonna get a no, why are you muting stream Mango? You saw it. You saw the movie with me. Why are you
Mhm.
fronting my husband's in my chat right now talking about no, I'm muting the stream. I'm like, you were there. You watched it. What are you
He fell
talking
asleep.
about? Right. Clearly he fell asleep. So let's talk
Yeah.
about it real quick. I'm gonna just do the general for
Hmm.
everybody who's here. Remember, this is a spoiler for The Flash. The Flash, the new Flash movie that is out. Hey, good to see you, Nikki. We are spoiling for The Flash. Let me grab a spoiler
Spoilers,
tag.
spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
Yeah, all that. Just to, oh my Tamagotchi popping. Oh my God.
What's
Sorry.
up?
I just potty trained my Tamagotchi. I'm really happy about that.
Oh
Sorry.
wow, God bless you.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm sorry. That was so lame. That was so lame, but I was just happy I did it. I've been waiting for days to catch this little thing on the toilet and I got it. I'm proud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry. So let's talk about the Flash. What I'm not talking about my Tamagotchi.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's it's one of the most interesting Flash stories, which is Flashpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Flash goes back to change something in time and it just completely ruins it, right? Like it
Mm-hmm.
it 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 basically takes him to another timeline. And on this one they kind of situated it around him saving his mother, right? And as they do in Flashpoint. But that's like the big theme, like, ah man, like what can I do? What can I change in the past so that
Yeah.
it won't cause any like butterfly effect so we can save my mom, so I can have my mother. It was really emotional. It was pretty heart-wrenching. I'm like, ah, yeah, it sucks. I mean, they always do
Mm-hmm.
that with Barry. And his
Yeah.
dad's in jail in his current timeline because there's no evidence
Yeah.
that gets him free, even though, he didn't do it. So the issues that I have with this story. So they do bring back Michael Keaton, as you know. What I liked is that by them bringing back Michael Keaton, this is assumedly that Batman's universe, unless there are multiple Batmans like him. it's
Yeah.
really cool to think like, oh, that's how Batman's universe for Michael Keaton, that's how, it goes,
Yeah,
which is
ended up.
really cool.
Yeah.
Right, that's how it ended up. So it's like revisiting the past in a cool way.
Mhm.
I think he really did add to a movie in a way that I didn't even think of,
Yeah.
because in the comic, yeah, BB, or in the animated movie at least, you see Thomas Wayne, and it's Bruce Wayne's dad because Bruce dies
Yeah.
in this one. Right. So it's like we could have gotten that. We could have gotten Thomas Wayne with this grisly kind of,
Mhm.
vibe, and, he's killing people. But yeah, we didn't get that at all.
Shooting
But
guns
Michael
and all
Keaton,
that.
exactly. But
Yeah.
Michael Keaton pulls that off. Again, General Zod proves as to why he is a pretty sick villain. I think all of his scenes were awesome. The CGI sucked though. So like anytime he went into the Speed Force, it was just so weird. It was
Yeah.
just so it was just so weird. Like it's like they took like literally when they said PS2 graphics, that's what it looked like. It looked like a PS2 game. Just
Wow.
hopped in, and it's like they tried to
That sounds
smooth it to
horrible.
make it look, it was. Now, it's not the majority of the movie, but it's just those really important beats, right? Like those really important beats where we're trying to like watch him fix his mistakes. And I just can't get over the fact that everybody looks like they got pulled straight from a Doc. They did it because they let go a lot of their animators. They put them on really short contracts, and they were trying to get this out in like weeks when they needed months. And I was really upset at the director trying to say that this was a visual choice when we all know that that wasn't it at all.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the baby scene was so if you do see the movie Goofy on Max, the baby scene is right off the top, and it is ridiculous. I was like, why did they do this?
Baby scene
Why did
in regards to.
so he will be saving a building full of babies, at a,
Ah.
at a hospital. Some babies are in a precarious situation, and he has to save them, but they turn into Cabbage Patch dolls. Like, I don't get it. It was so weird. Yeah. So, yeah, it was yeah, that's a great comparison. They look like Death Stranding babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look
That's
like
pretty bad. Yeah.
Death Stranding babies. It's not it so here is where I get upset structurally with the
Yeah.
movie and how I think they ruined this amazing story, because
Yeah.
it's a really good story. Like, even though the animated series, I mean, the animated movie doesn't really resolve it, it's supposed to be like a what if. Like, if you had what if from Marvel, this is your what if, and you know how hyped people were for Marvel's what ifs.
Yeah.
This was like Superman, he didn't land at a farm, he landed at a research facility. So they've kept him locked up, and he's actually been tortured his whole time on Earth. Like, that makes a completely different Superman, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like all these what ifs, and it was done very well. What makes me so mad for this one is that they took it and they like took the heart of Flash's story out. Like, Flash didn't even try to figure out who hurt his mom. Like, it made no sense.
Yeah.
He was so obsessed with the whole it's like him him moving something, or
Mhm.
changing this one little thing in time. Like, apparently he had to go to the grocery store and move a can so his mom wouldn't forget the can, which is what somehow led to her getting stabbed. But nobody explains how she gets stabbed. It's like, oh, because she had the can now, nobody enters her home and stabs her.
That's a little
I'm
odd.
like, so baby, who stabs? Like, because in
The
right,
can
like, why
killer.
right. So it was weird because they tried to explain it like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, because he moved the can, suddenly she's safe now."
Yeah.
And it made no sense, because sure, we can talk about the butterfly effect. Sure, we can talk about the butterfly effect, but
Yeah.
there is a cause and effect still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still. So,
And to
like,
say that random things happen and it doesn't feel as good. You know what I mean? It has to have
yeah, and
some layer of
yeah.
connection. If it's dominoes falling, then we need to know what kicked off that first domino and why it led to her getting stabbed.
Exactly. And the reason why that's so frustrating is because it's already like well known, like in the comics and in the series. It's somebody who was actually out to get him. Like it's a whole there's a whole only reason why I'm not gonna say it is because they didn't say it in the movie. But
Yeah.
there's a reason. Like there's an actual reason why she got stabbed. And it's not just because she forgot the can at
Yeah.
the store. Like maybe they were trying to save it for a future movie. I don't know. Or
Yeah.
maybe another series, but we've already got the full Flash series.
Yeah.
It
It's
was
just to me,
ridiculous.
like hearing this, it's just so disappointing that they continue to fumble really great DC stories. Like I've seen both the
Right.
animated version of this and also what the Snyder cut was supposed to be. And these are
Yes.
some of my favorite animated like DC films. Like they are really high up on just animated films in general. They're really good films. So it just sucks to see this continual fumble of what DC is, especially when you already have, a successful reference to look at, to go to, So
Right. And
yeah.
that's what we get with James Gunn. For
Hopefully.
real.
Yeah, he didn't
No,
take
no,
part in
no, no,
this movie
no.
at
This
all,
was
right?
it. This was it.
This is James
This was
Gunn?
his yeah, this is his
This
first
wait,
film.
wait,
If I'm
James
not
Gunn was
mistaken,
on The Flash? Let me look
I'm
this up
pretty
right now.
sure unless y'all correct me. Correct me because if I'm wrong, please collect me. But I could have sworn that man was on this film. Oh, it's the director? Am I wrong? Let me see. I'm looking at my chat and I'm looking at y'all's chat. Andy. Okay. Whoever Andy is,
Fire
he
him.
did not do it right.
Fire him.
Hold on.
I don't know what they're thinking when they send these. Like I don't understand how DC continues to fumble the bag. They have so much property, bro.
Andre Muschietti. Thank you. He directed the It movies. Got it.
Wow. He bumped. Wow. That's
Uh,
unfortunate. Yeah.
who put
Maybe
that?
maybe he didn't
So
have
I
say in the writing
apologize,
room. Maybe
James.
he was more so like just I'm gonna bring the show the what the writers wrote to life kind of thing. Maybe the writer's
Yeah,
strike came in here a little bit and I
I
don't
feel
know.
it did. I do
Yeah.
feel it did. Like, you know how projects work. They rush till the end and then, they just don't do a good job. Like,
Yeah.
they just don't. I just threw up my little yeah, he's going to like you said, Goofy. He absolutely is going to use this movie to reboot the universe. So we will see what James Gunn will bring. I don't look forward to a happy DC universe. I liked that it was kind of the opposite, like gritty. And sometimes we had some jokes, but it was more serious because I get enough of that in Marvel. I do.
Yeah.
And I get kind of tired of that campy,
Oh,
like you see what they
yeah.
did to Thor. It's
Yeah.
it's annoying. It's the
It
same humor
is. It's
over and over again.
annoying. It's like can we move
Yeah.
on, bro? Can we have some level of seriousness here, please? Yeah.
Some like everything doesn't have to land in a joke.
Yeah.
But hey, The Flash, it was funny. I have to give it its flowers. It did make
Yeah.
me laugh several times. Like Ezra was able to pull off those comedy beats really well. They did sound a little spicy, but they were great. They were great with the comedy. Uh-huh. Yeah, they are too self-aware of their humor and it just and you're right, Ty. Killing Joke, Flashpoint, Death of Superman is they kind of flub Death of Superman for me because you're supposed to
Yeah.
have some time before you saw what they did with that
Yeah.
boy. Like it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a big deal, and they
Yeah.
just
And
didn't
it and
even
it just
really
it's just like, what are y'all doing, bro? Y'all
right.
have the material. It just seems like such wasted potential. And it's like
Yeah,
how many tries did you get at the Flashpoint paradox story? How many tries do
you
you get?
don't
You know what I mean? You don't get. I
you
mean,
don't
in this
get a lot.
generation, you don't. Are you going? We're going to have to wait another 10 years to get it. I think that's what
Yeah,
we're looking at.
we're
You
gonna have
know?
to wait for these directors to move out, and then
Yeah.
they get to go and leave their stamp on it. They're like, we're gonna reset it. We're just gonna do it right. I'm like, but we've been through this. Somebody says Superman took a nap and was back, and that's exactly how it felt. He slept for like a day and was back. We didn't even feel the impact of him being gone.
Yeah.
I
They
know.
stuffed it in the Batman. They stuffed it in what movie? Was it Batman versus Superman? They stuffed it in.
Literally that.
Oh,
Like literally in between that and the next movie, which was Justice League.
yeah.
I think they stuffed it between that and Justice League because he got put in that nap because he fought Doomsday.
Yeah.
And then
I don't even remember
we
what
didn't see
Doomsday looked
him.
like. I'm gonna be honest.
Ugly.
Yeah,
ugly.
but it's like that's just to say like how unmemorable some of these movies are. Like it's just like they got to do better,
Mhm.
bro. They got to do better.
Yeah. I think yeah, BB, I know. You're right. You can feel the stress from here, huh? Imma give James Gunn
You can hear him still. I
his
gotta turn this
moment.
gate up. Let me turn
No,
this gate up.
you're fine. I know he
Okay.
having a moment. He having a moment.
He's
I
always
I
having a moment, bro. God, don't get a puppy, y'all. God damn. Especially not a
puppies are
German Shepherd one, bro. Like,
Tony went through it. Tony,
yeah,
where you at? Tony and me, we had to put some ground rules down real fast. Y'all want to get
yeah,
some puppy tips. You better don't give in. You better keep them in that kennel so they get kennel trained. All right.
yeah,
You better get them comfortable with their home.
yeah.
But yeah, James Gunn, I'll see what he does. Thank you for our interns. He starts after Aquaman. So we'll see what he's
Okay,
got going on.
okay,
I'm
yeah.
really skeptical.
Wait. So,
Truly.
he starts after the upcoming Aquaman.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. After the
yeah,
upcoming whatever Aquaman has going on. I don't even know what Aquaman's doing right now.
yeah.
But yeah, he's doing it.
I don't think anybody knows what
Okay.
Aquaman's doing.
All right. Did we skipped Venom?
We
My
did.
bad. I went to just spoiling the Flash. Let's talk about
Okay,
Venom real quick.
yeah.
So I'm gonna take my spoiler down. We are done with the spoilers. Thank
Venom
y'all
is
for
reportedly
enduring.
set to start filming this week. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
Did
this?
you see them?
I did see them. I'm gonna be honest.
You didn't see them.
I know I
Okay.
saw them.
Oh, you saw
I'm
them.
just
Okay,
not
okay.
impressed, to be honest.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just very unimpressing movies, very kind of whatever,
For me, the first one, so let's talk about the first one real quick. The first
Yeah,
Venom movie we got with Tom Hardy. And I don't mind his accent. I know people are like, he sounds so weird. I'm like, I think because I'm biased and I like the guy, I get it.
yeah.
I think he could fit the now unfortunately, if we're trying to like pair him against like Tom Holland, and because he's supposed to be like a
Is that where
villain.
we're going with it? Is that
I
where
don't
we're
think I don't think they are, but
which makes it even less interesting
yeah,
to watch because
exactly.
it's like, where the fuck is this going? I don't care enough about Venom to just watch Venom movies. You know what I mean? Like, I need to
I
see
know.
some
Yeah,
coagulation of this. It needs to become connected to something else soon,
it has
ASAP.
to.
You know what I mean? Like,
They've been
because
teasing
yeah,
it for a couple of movies now.
yeah. And I know
Like
they
they
had,
te
yeah, they had. I
yeah.
think they had Tom Hardy's Venom come part of his symbiote like stay in one of the universes. I forget. 'Cause at the end of
Yeah,
one of those movies, yeah, it stayed in a different universe or
he
whatever.
was there
Yeah,
too. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure they were both in like when so this is spoilers for another
yeah,
Spider-Man movie.
yeah,
So beware if you haven't watched the Spider-Man movies, but it's really quick. So for the latest Spider-Man movie, Tom Holland goes and he breaks the universe. He just breaks it. And that brings several of his enemies into the same
yeah.
universe that he's in. And I think Venom ends up staying with
Or
the Tom Hardy.
his symbiote like falls off of him a little bit, like a little piece of
Yes.
yeah, of it comes off.
Yes.
Tom Hardy actually goes
Yes,
back to
yes,
his
yes.
universe,
He did
but
go back.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And I
But a
hate
part of the
that.
symbiote stayed in Tom Holland's
That's
universe.
stupid. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, no, because the whole point of Venom is Spider-Man. He's a Spider-Man villain.
yeah,
And let's be real, all the Spider-Man, like the Sony IP has been eating with Spider-Man
yeah,
games, the movies,
yeah,
and the animated movies too. It's all immaculate. Like
yeah,
I'll give people don't really like Tom Holland as much. I think he did great with the new Spider-Man movies. I think there were certain things that he uniquely did that's unique from but we had this discussion
yeah,
before
yeah,
on
yeah,
our three favorite Spider-Man, and I
yeah,
still stick with that. But I'm gonna give him his dues. So when I see Venom, I think for me, when I see Venom, I want to see violence because he's a violent creature. Like he is literally a symbiote. And he actually, like these creatures vary, as you know, and they have politics and there's infighting and they are organized. Like they're not just stupid, like alien beasts. They have a history of their own. So
yeah,
it would have been cool if we had gotten any of that. If we're gonna do standalone Venom, let's just not make it Tom Hardy and buddy friend cop Venom. I
yeah.
already don't like that they're trying to make Venom like this kind of good guy. It was it was
Yeah.
kind of cuz yes, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
It's yeah, I agree 100%. It's just like I don't know where they're going with it. I mean, because the thing is, like, they had to make it somewhat family friendly, so they had to kind of make Venom kind of good because I mean, otherwise it would just been like a fucking or excuse my language, a mayhem. It would
Yeah.
just be murder all the time. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I
Mhm.
envision Venom to kind of be. I
Mhm.
again, I didn't read comics, um, so I don't know to the extent of how buddy cop Venom is, but I'll do.
He's
I can
not.
what I can say is I don't enjoy it very much, and it's
'Cause
just
he's
not
not.
because he doesn't really
Yeah.
offer anything as in that role. Like he's not particularly funny. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like, I mean, I'd rather just stick with the kind of scary carnage kind of like vibe that he gets. You know what I mean? And I know
Exactly.
carnage is another version, but
Exactly.
yeah.
Somebody said, in chat that that's the route Logan went. Like, if you saw Logan, which was the Wolverine movie,
Mhm.
it was so good. It was violent. It was excellent.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be like his final Wolverine film. That's what they should have did with Venom. Period. He should have gotten that same level of seriousness. He should have been fighting Spider-Man like straight like that would have been sick. Like Tom Holland and then you'd have to cut out Tom Hardy as the actor because it's supposed to be like really it would have been Tom Hardy versus like Toby. That would have been cool with the
Yeah.
crossover because
Instead of
the
Eric
ages would
Foreman.
have matched up.
Yeah.
The ages would have matched up,
Yeah.
and they've already done it. And he could have made that quip where, like, "Oh, you're not my Venom," you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and we could have got the emo Spider-Man like
Yeah.
memes. It would have been the best. It's just the timing. It
Yeah.
Marvel fumbled the
Unless
timing. We
unless
could have had
unless
that.
I would say that Tom Hardy signs
It
a
could still
contract
happen.
with Marvel now moving forward
Mhm.
to play their Venom as well. I don't know what I'm sure there's some kind of Sony law in there that might be like, nah, you can't play Venom in two different, IPs of Spider or in general, you know what I mean? But if there is some kind of like leeway where Tom Hardy could go and play in Marvel Venom without, I mean, to the extent that, they let him use him in the new No Way Home. You know what I mean? I can see there being some leeway there potentially. I don't know.
Yeah, even if they just had to focus it with,
Yeah,
if they would if there was that leeway, I could see it with
and it could be
Toby
like,
and
oh,
Tom.
fucking another version of fucking Tom Hardy in that universe. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
You know?
exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
yes, and if we already had Willem Dafoe
Mhm.
and we had, literally, Toby and Andrew, there was no reason why we couldn't slip my boy in there, and then there's, like, this
Yeah.
misunderstanding, they just start fighting this scary black creature, they're like, "Venom's back, oh, no," and they think he's evil, but he's
Yeah.
not really, I guess. They could have fit that in there. The only reason why I stuck with Venom was because I just like monster creatures. I like the
Yeah.
look. They get the look just right. I loved how they did it in the first one where he literally ate someone.
Yeah.
That even though they couldn't do it the way I would have done it, the way they did it was still chilling. It was still terrifying. And I wish they'd lean into that if they're going to keep the PG-13 tag.
Yeah.
That's the only way that series would ever survive is if they
Yeah.
actually let Venom be Venom.
And we're gonna
Please.
have to have like, and I think Marvel's kind of in the stage of, like, diversifying their audiences. And I'll say we didn't cover too much of this. Um, I
Mhm.
mean, we didn't cover this today, but Secret Invasion, I think they're
Yes.
already even starting to go a little bit darker with it.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing like a little bit of, I feel like they're trying their best to kind of like, you know, fragment the universes so people can go watch what they want to see. And then eventually we can get a Blade movie that has blood in it and a Venom movie that has, Venom being as monstrous as he is. But I think it's kind of like so early on for them where it feels a little too
Mhm.
risky to like to break out the family mold. You know what I mean? Because like if you're gonna like, how do you get movies like The Killing Joke? You know what I mean? How do
You
you get
don't.
dark movies like that? You know what I'm saying? You don't get them, right? So like
Yeah.
you're gonna have to build your audience out enough to where you can fragment those kind of movies, so that way they'll still have commercial success even with an R rating. But I think it takes time. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of time and I think it probably takes a little bit more time just for the shareholders to have that confidence in the movie performing well, despite
Mhm.
whatever.
Y'all need to figure out where to get y'all budgeting from. Figure that out.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm. I'm down to crowdfund a little bit of something, something. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're ready. The people are ready. It's just people. It's back to the marketing, the
yeah,
money heads, all of that.
for
It's
sure.
it's
Yeah,
them. They're
yeah,
always the problem for some reason.
yeah.
Either
Yeah,
way, yeah, I'll be watching it just because I like Venom. We'll see how
yeah,
it goes. And I think with that, we can wrap our movies. And
yeah.
y'all knew what the Nintendo Direct was. Y'all knew it. Y'all even really need to hear about that. How many of y'all really even like Nintendo? Like, come on. But anybody? Anybody? Yeah? No?
I
Y'all okay with
mean,
that? Do you like
nos-
Nintendo? Do we need to?
nostalgia fest. No, we're good. I think we can wrap that up. To be honest, we can
Yeah,
cover
let's
it next
wrap
time
it.
if anything. You know.
Thank you. Yeah. They did a thing. I might watch it later. We'll see. I think the biggest thing I saw was the Mario RPG. So, yay. Happy for you.
Paper
All right, y'all.
Mario. No.
Yeah, no, not it. Did they bring up? Maybe. I'm gonna see because I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, me neither.
Um, yeah, right. Thanks, guys, so much for joining our episode light of Party Chat Podcast. You were joined by me and Goofy Wise. Goofy, where can we find you?
Thank you for your job today of co-hosting this with me, Chelsea. I really appreciate it. But my name is Goofy Wise. Y'all know me. I talk anime. I talk pop culture. I talk all the cool things that we enjoy in this blurred space. You can find me at Goofy Wise on any platform that you enjoy and consume content on. I'll be streaming this weekend. I have a 48-hour cap stream. We'll be doing 24 hours guaranteed. So come by and check me out this weekend, Friday at 3 p.m. We are kicking it off and we do a bunch of cool stuff, community games, all that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you guys so much. I am Chelsea Bites. I was your other co host. Thank you, Goofy, for doing this with me today. We got to run a show together. We got to spill some tea. We got to talk about some shows, movies, and a little bit of game, a little bit of game. But you can check me on Chelsea Bites. We are live now, actually co streaming this. So it was really exciting to get to join chats. I really enjoyed watching both of y'all pop off today. We found our perfect Kratos. We found our perfect Spider-Man and Flash story. So thank y'all. And we can't wait to do this again with y'all soon. So make sure to follow, hit that bell for notifications. Thank you so much, Otaku Noir, for having us as one of
Yes.
their affiliates. Absolutely. Yeah, go and use code PartyChat at checkout when you get your next blurred mystery box. So otakunoir.com. Also, thank you, everybody, for hopping through in our Discord. If you want to check out our updates, also hop on all the socials, follow up on Party Chat Podcast,
Mhm.
and subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you guys. Be good, make good choices, and have a good night.